Welcome back to the Charles. Get into the mic.
Oh,
Charles
yeah, we
Owen
have
experience
to speak tight
with our
into the mic.
two
Tight.
very special guests
Tight
today.
into the mic.
Brandon Reed.
Can you hear me?
Welcome to the show. Yeah, and of course,
Take care.
CGI Charles winner,
Take care.
super fight winner,
You're an idiot.
to soon to come, Christian Osbeck.
I will soon become
Owner of the crustiest boxers in all of us.
Yeah, that's,
Los
that is a
Banditos.
foul.
They're not mine.
We'll put that up
Crazy.
on the pod so people can see it. Guys, remember, like, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, do all that. That's a
the
nice
same.
shirt you're wearing there, Flano. What's that?
Thanks.
What is
It's just a little company, a little regional, local, family-run company up north
Oh, yeah,
by the name of Progress. They've got a nice vision. They want people to improve. They do so via clothing them, adorning them in the threads.
Yeah.
If you would like some threads adorned,
Yeah, it looks good, looks
you can
comfortable.
either go straight to Pakistan or you can just get them to do the dirty work and just buy the clothes off them.
Wow.
At a discounted rate using the code
Run Escape.
RuneScape, or apparently I've got zero sales, Owen 15.
Use the code RuneScape, guys. We'll get money from that.
Yeah.
Who saw that? I'll
Yeah.
get money from that. And I'll,
Charles will get money for
Yeah,
that.
we'll get back
or
to that,
if you
guys.
want to cut if you want to undercut Charles, Owen 15.
yeah. Also, shout out to Less Impressed, More Evolved, Limmy. Do you watch it? Do you ever watch Less Impressed, More
Yeah,
Evolved? You like it?
Yeah. I think it's good for people like a short attention span.
I love it.
It's like, yeah, for you it's perfect, mate. You got like 3 minutes spare. That's all you can focus. We're on.
Have you seen Less Impressed, More Evolved before?
Not ecological enough for me. Too much. Too fast. I watched a little bit of Limmy, but I watch it for like 30 seconds, and I'm like, this is too much. It's like a compilation, and he's teaching. It's too much.
It's too much for you.
I like a little sub meta. Put on some sub meta. Sit down.
Okay.
Watch something for 3 minutes. I had something planned for him, and then he
hear it.
wasn't there yesterday.
Well,
I
go
was-
on.
I was-
No, don't keep any secrets.
Backflips
Tell
and that.
us.
He was watching Andrew Tackett.
I was watching Andrew. Because of what he did to me.
What
I
did you
was
do?
plotting on
Ankle
my.
pick, man.
I seen that. Did you pay him? You paid.
No,
it was a bet.
200 GBP.
Brother,
Did you have you paid?
No,
Fucking-
I let him off though.
he let me off.
I let
He
him
knew I was struggling.
What was the pre-chat on that? You were like, I'm
If
gonna
you ankle
fucking.
pick me, I'll give you £200.
Yeah,
And he did.
It was seated.
The cheat code was it was seated.
Yeah,
was
to be
seated,
fair,
yeah,
it doesn't
was
count
seated. It
unless
doesn't
he's
count,
standing.
yeah.
But it
Okay.
was pretty. I went home and almost broke up with my girlfriend to go train with some monks, and I was sad, bro. It's okay.
Did it hit you quite
Should
deep?
have done it, man.
It was very deep.
Have you enjoyed your training in London or around Europe?
I'm in love with London.
Really?
The rest of Europe is okay.
He came when it's sunny though.
Yeah.
No,
You have had good weather.
brother.
Yeah.
I'm Canadian. I'm
Fair enough,
American,
yeah,
but
fair
I'm
enough.
Canadian.
But London when it's grey is not the same as London when it's summery.
Look, brother, I'm gonna tell you, Canada. So here's what we get: we have no sun
Yeah.
in the winter, and we have 1 million homeless people. So,
been.
I love that, man.
Love the Fent addicts.
so I was like, I want to come to London for a month, experience the London training for a month.
Do they still ask you for money every day?
Yes,
Yeah.
But
Same,
I'm good.
Same guys. They just hey,
Always.
man, Brandon, how are you? Can I
I
have some
saw
money?
one woman, she looked like Donald Trump. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I already knew she was asking for
She's
money.
apologizing to you
She's
before money.
apologizing before asking.
she spoke to you in
like,
English.
Pathetic.
Yeah, it was like, oh, sorry. yeah.
What? That's
Must have been a
crazy.
special one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
She what?
three-part
What did you say?
apology.
She's speaking English.
Yeah, so I'm from.
Because they speak
Yeah.
France. They speak France there. Is that right?
Yeah, they speak. I was just in France, and they said in Quebec they speak proper French, which is funny because I always heard the opposite. But the French said Quebec speaks old French,
Yeah.
and they hate English there, bro. They hate it. If you speak English,
They
they're like-
despise it.
Yeah.
But so do the French in France. Like you go to France,
Really?
like I swear waiters can actually understand English, but they'll pretend they don't just
Yeah,
to
but
piss
they-
you
I'd
If
off.
love
you
to see.
speak
I'd
in
love to
French,
see you
they'll
in
speak in
French.
English.
I'd love to see you in France.
That's
Speaking,
the other thing.
speaking to waiters, that would be a sight to see. Excuse me, sir. Do you have with it hors d'oeuvres?
Hors d'oeuvres.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I love London. I don't care.
Good training here.
It's
Good
all right.
trend.
It's all right. I've been to been to some good places. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you think of Los Banditos?
It's amazing.
Awful.
It's awful. It's not very good. I leg locked everybody.
Did you?
Yeah. Tons of
I
leg
was
locks.
watching it, man.
I did
Him and
some
OJ, just repeated taps.
Yeah. Tons
Yeah.
of shin to shin I did on
Yeah.
everyone.
It's crazy to watch.
But I
So
did get foot swept
By who?
Really?
Yeah, Christian.
I didn't. Fuck off. No, I didn't.
What
He's. I mean, I would
being
love to.
humble.
I would love to say yes to my DVD sales, but I did not. Did we start the
Buy
round?
his DVD.
He just like he instantly level changed, and I was like, oh shit.
Did you get sent?
He just double leg me. Like I think maybe like
I love the double leg.
20 seconds in, it's like just like on the knees running, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not sport like this, am I?
Well,
And then I was like, you know what? All right, I'm playing off my back here.
if someone's lighter than me, I just double
They're
leg
getting
them.
sent.
They're getting the double leg.
What's your weight? What do you weigh?
Do you know
41?
pounds? Do you know
Yeah,
freedom?
we can do
ounces? Okay, so
2.2.
I'm probably 260 right now.
Fuck. That's like
But-
what?
That's one.
Why-
That's
191?
111.
Bro, I'm fat right now.
I
I've been
must be at
traveling.
least 300 kilos.
111.
That's
I think.
fuck-
No,
118.
118.
Idiots.
That's-
Fucking stupid.
But I compete around 238. Like that's like when I'm in diet, I always for some reason end up like right around there. Like when I'm in camp, like for ADCC, it was like 238. In college, I was always that fucking number, bro. Not 240.
Yeah.
239 is always like
What was your wrestling background at school?
it was
In
horrible,
college?
terrible, absolutely horrible.
Why?
I wasn't very good.
What?
I wrestled a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, in America once or twice.
Did you do Division 1?
No, I wasn't good enough. Gordon Ryan said I wasn't good enough. So
Oh, so
Fuck,
you
man.
got discouraged.
yeah.
So it's for sure then.
So how does
yeah.
the collegiate system work over there? So what did you...
So there's. Do you guys have community college here? Like
If you fuck up school, yeah.
so
Really?
It's not like community college. I think we think of as different.
Sounds
Do you
like
think
something.
so university is like, that's
Yeah.
up, community college is a step below that.
Yeah, community college is like for hairdressers. I feel.
oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I think it's
like
different.
Like apprenticeship stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a criminal thing.
Like building.
Yeah.
We might all be just so wrong.
community work.
Yeah.
The way I thought.
Write in the comments what community college
The way I
is.
thought that it was in America was like the school gets ranked by divisions, not the athlete. So theoretically, you could be like an okay athlete but still be Div 1 kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you can be. There's some really shitty Division 1
Yeah.
people.
Oh, so it depends on the university.
Yeah, so it's not the athlete. It's actually I think the school that
Yeah,
gets the division
so
placement.
Yeah, right. So like
Yeah.
Penn State would be like the top tier of Division
They
1.
get like all the blue. It's called a blue chip
chip.
school. So if someone says they wrestled Division 1 and they say I wrestled at Brown University, you're like,
Yeah.
come on, bro,
Go
relax,
West, yeah.
relax. Right, you didn't wrestle Division 1. You just signed up for school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did your
if they're-
finance major?
Yeah, if they're like, oh, I was at Penn State, Ohio State, Oklahoma State, like a Big 10,
Oklahoma's
Big 12
killing it right
school, you're like, okay, you're really, really
You're
good.
good.
But sometimes it's like black belts. It's like sometimes you're like, oh, he's a black belt, but
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
back out from Roger Gracie. Must be pretty good.
the Roger Gracie fucking beef here.
Yeah.
All right,
I forgot actually. That was no ill will, obviously.
Oh,
Just,
there are gonna be some happy listeners with that one.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah. Oh well.
We'll be editing this.
See you on
Cut
the
it out.
mats.
I wouldn't be
Set it
able
up.
to do shit, man.
See you on the mats, guys.
He said it. So what? So you were.
I wrestled in the NAIA, which is the school for all the criminals, basically. So
Okay.
basically,
for all the cons.
yeah. So my ACT. Do you guys have national testing here in high school, right? Like you take a
GC
big test.
Yeah, like
GCSEs.
GCSEs A level. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same. So I got a 16 out of 32 on my ACT, and
50%.
Multiple choice.
Yeah. I put C on everything, so it's always ABC.
Yeah.
I put like C on everything, and then I took it again and I tried, and I got a 15.
Wow.
So I went down after I actually tried.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
yeah, so there was a 0% chance I was going to go to the Division 1 school, because most schools you have to have like a 23, 24, 25.
Like a grade point average, the GPA thing.
Yeah, exactly. But I was I liked wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Too stupid to get in, basically.
Way too soon. And then in college I got smarter,
Yeah, I like that.
Got smarter.
Smarter.
And
Excellently said.
exactly. And then I did good in my first year of college in the NAI. And then they were like, do you want to go Division 1? And I was like, I have a girlfriend, and so I'm going to stay here. And then I stayed.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I broke up with that girl right after college.
Oh
So-
wow, it's a different one.
Yeah, so she was Japanese actually. Yeah, different different experience. So
Yeah.
Oh.
life choices because of women.
Damn.
Damn. So no Div 1. What about now? Can you just go back?
How old are you now?
20. I'm about to be 27.
Yeah.
At least 30.
You at least 30.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You're older than me.
That's messed up, brother.
Am I right? Crispy?
Yeah.
I haven't even cut my hair. How old are you?
Ain't much to cut.
How old do you think I am?
39?
41.
Exactly, yeah, 41. No, I'm 33, man.
You have kids?
No, I'm 33. I like her.
Wait, you're 33?
I'm 33.
There's no way.
Don't do this to me.
Nah, he's joking. He's 40.
Shut up.
Now I'm so confused.
No,
Early 40s.
He doesn't look bad for 40.
I'm 33.
Good.
You look really good for your age.
I appreciate the
You
comments.
look really good.
Anyway, let's wrap this fucking podcast.
Salt and pepper beard, aged 18.
Fucking
It's
hell.
in now. You just got to get a little chubbier.
A little bit
A
fatter.
little bit fatter.
Yeah. Just let the bod go.
Maybe change your skin color. There's a little bit too much.
Too white.
Too much privilege
GTA.
right there.
Too much privilege.
Speaking of privilege, are you enjoying living in Canada?
What is that?
What's the link?
Well, they're super woke over there about the check your privilege.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like I said, it's hard to be an American in Canada because I love Canada because the food's good, it's convenient. Montreal's convenient, especially if you understand your way around it. But being an American,
People don't like you.
Is
Or
there
don't
beef?
like you.
There's actual beef there.
brother, everyone thinks I'm Donald Trump.
they think you're uncultured.
Yes, they're like, "Yo, where are you from?" And I'll be like, "I'm from Kentucky." And they're like, "Ah, you hate people, you hate the gays." And I'm like, "That's
Hey, that's
not the reason I hate." But yeah, it's weird being an American in Canada. But Montreal's cool. It's beautiful in the spring. It's nice. The training's okay. It's pretty decent. It's but I travel to do my actual training camps because. Yeah,
needed.
You gotta travel to do training camps
Branch
there.
out a little bit.
Gotta branch out, but I don't
You
want
have
to
good training though in Montreal. No,
Franco Pana?
a lot of the MMA guys are good wrestling.
TriStar, is that still a big deal over there?
That's where I train at mostly. I mean, it's pretty good. It's good, but the problem is there's not big guys, and then there's not that in Canada. There's like a weird culture of like if you're big, no one trains with you. So I have to bounce around gyms to find training partners. But like in America, everyone would train with me. So like even when I'm at PSF,
Because there's big units in America, right?
yeah. So everyone's used to training with big people. So even at PSF, I'll train with like a 77 kilogram guy, and they'll be like, "Whatever, we're training." But in Canada, and I ain't saying nothing like hidden, but in Canada, they're like, "No, I'm not training with you." So some of the best guys I can't even train with. So it's
Really?
yeah.
I don't think you train like a retard either, so that's even worse.
No.
It feels like you take your weight off people when they're lighter.
Yeah, I do my
So
best.
it's even worse. If
You're
not
safe.
training
Like
with
you don't rip
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
gonna try to spaz on him though. I had this plan, and then he trained before
Oh, yeah.
I trained.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of had this plan, like after like the Bodoni fight, there was like a 3-month period where everyone thought like the corkscrew toe hold was just like an instant tap. Like there was a period where like anytime there'd been a leg entanglement, you just see someone just like trying
To
it,
this day in seminars, people will do it.
and they just look back and they're just like, it's working, yeah.
I've caught him with that though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what Bodoni got you with?
Yeah, corkscrew, the elbow, toe hold.
It was AI.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Me neither.
I don't know if that actually happened.
You ever trained with Franco?
No, bro. Franco, I love Franco, but this guy never trains with me. He's always like, "Bro, let's train, bro. Let's
Hey,
train,
bro.
hey, bro." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, let's train. Of course, it'd be amazing." But then he never shows up. I think,
I have to walk.
yeah, I think his work is I always train in the morning at 12. And I don't know exactly what he's doing in between the hours of 12 to 12. So
I don't know if that's
He's
for the podcast.
You know, he's got a proper government job.
no fucking
Like,
way.
bro, you'll be shocked. He works in like the tax collection of like Canada.
Oh, that would be terrifying if he shows up to your door.
He's
like,
not a debt
Bro,
collector.
give me
He's an
bro, give me your cash, bro.
One way or another, he's collecting. Someone's paying up.
He's
And if
got
you
like
ain't got the
a
cash-
proper like office job.
No
Like it's,
fucking
yeah,
way.
it's crazy. I thought he was taking the piss when he told me the first time.
He's a good guy though.
He's super.
But I
nice.
wish we could train, but I think it's just I don't train twice a day. I don't believe in it.
Yeah.
Don't believe in it.
He trains quite a few times a day, probably. That's why.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's always on the move. Always in there,
In there.
Yeah, very
In their guts.
Yeah.
Get involved.
So
Get involved. So you just once a day, every day?
once a day, every day. Then I lift or conditioning. So I lift 3 days a week, and then I do conditioning twice a week.
Full body workout.
Heck yeah. Tell us about your
Full
lifting.
body workouts.
Tell us about your lifting regime.
No.
Give me-
I do basic. I have a strength and conditioning coach named Eli, and it's just basic like hypertrophy stuff. Like I don't know. I'm dumb. I just ask him what I do. He sends me plans. I do it. It's basic stuff, like lots of like, I don't know, what is it? Are these eccentrics, like where you go down slow, or is that concentric?
Yeah.
So like lots of eccentrics and pausing. Basic stuff like bench press, squat, deadlift. Literally nothing fancy.
Perfect.
I should probably do some plyos. We were talking about plyos the other day.
Yeah.
Because I fucked up ankles, bro. My ankles are always hurt. My ankles and knees are always hurt, and I heard plyos are good.
Yeah, they can be good. Maybe not if they're immediate, like they're fucked up right now.
Yeah, they're fucked up right now, but when they heal, maybe I should
I can
start.
teach. We can go to the gym after and show you some deep tier stuff.
You should.
Deep tier stuff is good for the other stuff. Maybe not so good right now.
Yeah, but I do lots of basic lifting, and then he switches it every so often. I literally just do
Follow
it.
the program.
Bro, because I'm dumb. I just do double legs, bro. So I hire someone to do my other stuff.
Yeah.
He does all my diet stuff too.
Cool.
Obviously, I'm traveling right now, so it's not possible. But when I'm in, I'm super.
You locked in.
Yeah. No sauces, no nothing. No sauce either. Just
Natty.
yeah, big natty. I use peptides though, like BPC 157,
You like
TB
'em?
500.
What's your experience with them so far?
Man, I'm not using them right now, but it made my knees feel a lot better.
Yeah.
When I used them. So that was my big problem, is my knees and my back actually too. So I liked it. It was easy. I felt good. I was like, I don't want to take steroids, and he was like, you can try peptides, and I was like, okay. So I've had friends who said they haven't worked for them. Then I had friends who said they worked really well. And I ended up being someone that worked really well for it. So I was like, yeah,
Sick.
I like it.
Did you use BPC 157 and TB 500? Or just
Yeah, together. What's
Yeah,
it called?
cool.
The Wolverine
the
stack.
Wolverine stack, they call it.
Yeah, I don't like that they call it stack though. It sounds very.
Stack is very steroid.
It sounds very
It's not a
steroidy.
stack, though, is it? It's
Stack.
Just a healing
It's
peptide.
banned though, isn't it?
Shut up, mate.
Banned,
shut
isn't
up.
it?
Shut up.
Banned. WADA, USADA, banned.
Brother, we're in Jiu Jitsu, brother.
Banned list.
Brother.
Why are you such a prude?
Get on growth.
There's going to be a big title, a big headline somewhere that says Brandon Reed is not natural.
Ipamorelin.
Who?
Ipamorelin. There's another peptide that increases your growth hormone.
Brother, that sounds like steroids.
Take
Nah,
it.
But it's a peptide, man.
It's a peptide, man.
It can't be.
Playing devil's
Fuck you with
advocate.
me.
No,
It can't be. No,
it's
no,
facts.
I'm serious. I'm a doctor. Also, I used to work as a doctor.
We actually have a doctor on
you're a
site
for
right
like
now.
20 years. Yeah, I worked as a doctor.
20
No,
years.
we have a doctor on site right now.
Sorry.
Chris,
Tell him, Chris.
tell us about your peptide experience, Chris.
To be honest, I actually tried, I think maybe a couple of years ago, BPC. I think
A couple of years ago, bro, you tried it like last month and you were loving it.
I know.
What are you talking about?
I did it. I actually didn't.
Yes, you did. You were raving about it. What are you on about?
I did it for 2 days. Then
And
that
you
was
said,
it.
this is
No, no.
amazing. I feel the difference.
Okay, we'll cut this bit out. But basically,
We're not cutting. We ain't cutting.
someone tried to then be like, oh, it's actually this much, and he tried to charge me like almost 5 times what was agreed. So I was like, I don't want it. Like, take it back. Like,
But you said you felt amazing when you took it for 2 days.
no. I said it helped. I said it helped take out the inflammation because I basically tore my intercostals.
Oh, no.
And I felt that it took the swelling out and like gave me a little bit of chance to like breathe and be able to drive, and like I couldn't even cough or sneeze, right?
Damn.
So I felt it helped with that. But I think like I don't know, I think you just need to actually rehab shit properly. I don't think taking BPC and TB 500 just on its own is going to do
No,
much.
you can do both.
Yes.
That's a wild take, John.
No,
pay off in the later
you
rounds,
can't-
John.
I think you can't just like take peptides and be like, okay, cool, it's fixed. It's like,
No,
okay.
No,
Probably if
gotta
you
do
took
the
the
rehab.
ipamorelin,
But-
it would.
But if you reduce the inflammation, that'll allow more movement.
I also heard that it's sometimes good to not like try to force reduction in inflammation. That apparently your body like sets it up intentionally so you don't like over exaggerate your range of motion, and
Yeah.
it's there for a reason. And then sometimes if you take out the inflammation almost too soon, your body starts moving at a range that it's not
Can
yet
be.
comfortable to.
Can be.
Inflammation allows the production. What's it called? The transport of the scar tissue out.
Yeah. Some people do like ice though. like a lot of physios, good physios will say just get a bit of ice on it, 10 minutes, a couple times a day, reduce a bit of inflammation, just get more blood flow through.
There's a lot of studies, weirdly, that were saying now that ice has been replaced by heat. Like, I think the last couple of years...
Hot and cold, both. Is good.
Yeah, well, just if you ice it, take it off, that's still that contrast of, and what the fuck do we know? This isn't a rehab podcast.
More.
Yeah.
When did you get into jiu-jitsu, man? So when was the transition from wrestling to jiu-jitsu?
I finished my last wrestling match in the last national tournament, March of 2021. And then a friend of mine sent over a Nicky Rod documentary. I guess Flo did like a documentary. They're like, oh, look at this. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I'm going to try to do that because he did it. And I was like, I could probably do that too. It has not worked out quite the same as it did for Nicky. But
on the trials.
Yeah. So I was like, let's go try jiu-jitsu. And I already had like a really close friend, a coach who was a brown belt, but I thought jiu-jitsu was ridiculous, so I just never tried it. And
what do you mean you thought it was ridiculous?
I thought it was ridiculous.
Go on.
I love it now, right? But at first I was like, this is so stupid. Like you can tickle each other's feet and that's how the match ends. What kind of jiu-jitsu did you watch, bro? Bro, that's what it looked. But obviously, looking back at it, we were wearing fucking onesies, in wrestling. So it's like, it could be judo though. You don't touch the legs; it's even worse. No, I just thought it was ridiculous. But then I tried it, and I got submitted in a triangle like immediately by like this 50-year-old black belt, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Wow. Yeah, and then I signed up for a competition 3 weeks into training jiu-jitsu. And I did absolute expert division, and I got heel hooked by like a 140-pound man in like 10 seconds. And I was like, I fucking love this stuff, bro.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is cool,
a challenge.
Bro. This is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. So yeah, I just
a little bit, I guess. Fair enough.
Yeah, I thought it was fun, and it wasn't as serious. I felt like the community wasn't as serious as wrestling. Now I know that's not true. Like, there's lots of fucking like tryhards and personalities. I'll say there's lots of personalities.
Heaps of personalities.
Yeah,
try hard.
By far, jiu-jitsu has the most like ridiculous personalities.
I didn't know, bro.
Yeah.
I thought like in wrestling, it's bad. Like right, everyone's just like, it's like militant. American wrestling culture is like very like.
Yeah, it's not as outlandish as jiu-jitsu.
No.
I like jiu-jitsu has a lot of outlandish autistic people who think that they'll watch one instructional and then they'll think that they are so much cleverer than everyone else, and they'll question everything anyone says because they've seen some instructionals.
Yeah,
and they believe that they're the only person who've watched instructionals.
Yeah, this is
These
my
are
issue.
My least favorite jiu-jitsu people of all. Like super autistic.
Yeah,
watched instructionals but thinks no one else has, and is also shit.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey man, I saw
delusional, like borderline, like
like
psychotic behavior. Really,
probably like I don't know, works in dentistry as a side bit, but thinks he's just way cleverer than everyone because he's got a normal job as well.
I saw this guy do it this way.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, I get that. I've done like 50 seminars in like the past like 4 months. I don't know why. I don't know how. I just kept doing them.
Yeah,
and it added up.
Are you having fun with it?
I'm in love with it, bro. It's better than competing. It's a lot more fun. But the worst part is like, I teach something like I always teach duck unders. Everyone likes duck because it's like the move that I hit a lot in competition. Everyone's like, but I saw Jason Olf hit the duck under like this. I'm like, fuck, why are you here, bro? Yeah. And I'm sure you guys get the same thing. Oh, look, this guy did a Troy bar like this. Why do you do this? I'm like, bro, I'm like, you're horrible. Yeah. Shut up. Just
listen
do
to
it.
my fucking
the question
seminar.
is fine. It's how you ask.
It's how you ask it.
It's how you ask it.
Yeah, maybe it's the tone.
If
right?
there's an air of like, I'm gonna correct you. Like they've turned up and they're like, okay, I'm waiting for you to do this duck under so I can tell you you're doing it wrong. And just like try and embarrass you.
I watched
bro, I will send you.
Yeah. It's like, I watched a John Smith documentary and it said duck under is like this. I'm like, fuck.
Like, listen, Virgin, why are you here?
Yeah.
Listen, Virgin.
Listen, you nasty little
nasty little virgin. Yeah. Nasty little virgin.
Yeah. Everyone thinks they're really good in jiu-jitsu.
Jason Off has a fucking duck under.
He's amazing, bro.
He's ridiculous.
He's so good, bro.
Have you trained with him?
No, he would smoke me though. Like being 170 pounds, I think that's what he is. Maybe more. He would smoke me.
He's because he's too fast.
He's too good. He's too fast. He should have done the World Team Trials this year. That was like last week. I don't know why he didn't. It's ridiculous. He's one of the best guys in the world. He was only behind Kyle Dake, who was like the best guy for a bit. Now he's getting a little bit older, but I don't know why he stopped wrestling. It doesn't make any sense. Like when you're that level, it's He can beat 99% of people in America for sure, and maybe not in like fucking Russia because it's just different. It's just the best there, but like in the world, he can beat probably 90% of people. It's just when you start to run into like the really like Russia has like 5 guys in one weight class that are really good.
Yeah.
Iran has like 2 or 3. So
Japan as well now.
Yeah, Japan as well.
Good wrestlers,
yeah, I don't know what happened with them, bro. The rice balls.
Maybe.
Yeah. Someone was saying that I think the whole thing with Japan was that they had like 100 guys that were like exceptional at judo in the country.
Yep.
And they realized that like, well, a number 99 would still beat like number 1 in Congo.
Yeah.
But he would never touch an international like tournament in his life. So they just started doing wrestling. And because they had like such a culture from like a young age for like martial arts and judo and this and that, they were able to just be like, listen, put that whole dedication, go to like judo. Yeah. And I think before the whole system in Japan was like, they only honored like the sumo and the judo. Whereas now they realized they had such like exceptional talent. They started putting a lot of respect on like wrestling. And that's why a lot of them went to it.
They're very good.
But they're ridiculous.
They're very, 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 very good. Yeah, I don't know why Jason Elf is doing jiu-jitsu.
Dude, I trained with him in America. It was horrific.
He would do the same thing to me. Yeah.
Okay, so
spit it out.
John Dan has a saying, the Super Royale, right? And apparently it's whipped out like once a year.
How many Super Royales did you get, Chris?
No, he whips it out once a year. I got Super Royaled.
Like got hit with a Super Royale.
What does that mean?
I got hit. So basically, like he saves it for like an unreal moment, like a wow. Like this is incredible.
It's a compliment.
And yeah, and he basically like he went for like a half duck under, and I didn't react because like before I think he tried like 1 or 2 duck unders, and I was like, hey, let me see if I can get a clinch going. So I didn't react to duck under, and obviously Jason being Jason read it, so he like puts the hand up, goes for the duck under. I don't react, and he just goes for like a standing fireman's.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking like, oh, maybe like I'm fucked. Maybe I can try and like jump off this. All I do is just go higher. I just get a standing fireman, and I'm like midair falling. And I just say, Super Royale. Like, fuck.
That's embarrassing.
Brother, I just look up and I start laughing. I was like, oh.
At least it was him.
Super Royale.
Yeah.
Nah, he was ridiculous.
He's so good. People don't understand the different levels of wrestling.
Yeah.
Like there's like a few guys that wrestle in jiu-jitsu right now where I'm like, fuck.
Do you know who else was also sick to wrestle with? Was Satoshi. Have you ever trained with him?
No.
Dude.
I don't have a good relationship with that gym.
Brick wall.
No. Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy.
Was that beef? Oh, I've got the Gordon beef. Right.
It's very random. What? I was at someone in an interview with like 300. An interview had like 300 views, and like someone asked me, what do I think about the word scrimmage wrestling? And I was like, oh, I think Gordon's weird for using the word scrimmage wrestling instead of scrambling. Somehow Gordon gets a hold of me calling him weird, and is like, Brandon, you remember 4 years ago when I fucked you up in a 30-minute round? And he was like, you're not even good enough to wrestle Division 1. And I was like, you did fuck me up in a 30-minute round. It's very true in jiu-jitsu. But then I was like, okay, if I'm so horrible at wrestling, let's have a wrestling match. Because I'm like, I definitely can't beat you in jiu-jitsu. I know that. But you said I was horrible at sports wrestling. So I was like, oh, let's have a wrestling match. And then he just never responded.
Hey.
And I was like, oh, dude, it's like I suck at jiu-jitsu. I know. Bro, I'm so new. I'm like, I'm not going to be like, oh, Gordon, let's have a jiu-jitsu match. Like, bro, of course I suck. So, like, I'm learning. But
get that wrestling match going.
I would rape him, bro. I would. He knows it too. Like I would publicly say it. It's not like there's levels, and I'm like, bro, you're not gonna be able to just collar time me for 30 minutes in a wrestling match. But it's cool. It's whatever. I was really surprised because I was like, oh fuck, maybe I shouldn't have called him weird. I didn't realize that it would poke him so much. I don't know. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like I'm just like, oh, he's weird for saying scrimmage instead of scramble, and he fucking
took ultimate offense.
I was so confused. I was like, oh man, it's funny because I was also like in the same video. I was like, man, he's impossible to score on under ADCC rules for wrestling because I was like, man, he's so good at just moving, doing whatever. So I was like, oh, I complimented him, and then I called him weird in the same sentence, and I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said weird. So. Yeah, but I meant no offense, but it came to be very offensive, apparently.
Maximum offense.
It was wild. It was like 1 a.m. and like my phone just like blew up with notifications. Like, and I was like, fuck, okay, well, I have to respond. because this is a great opportunity to market myself. Yes. And so I responded, and I was like, you can fuck me up in jiu-jitsu 100%, bro. I'm a baby. I'm super new to jiu-jitsu, so I'm like, I'm not even trying. But I'm like, hey, you said my wrestling is bad. There's only one way to prove if my wrestling is bad. And not many jiu-jitsu people have taken me down yet, so I don't think he would be the first under a jiu-jitsu rule set.
What do you think about the jiu-jitsu just collar tying people? Would you change how you wrestle if you were in a match, let's say ADCC match, to just collar tying people and making them tired?
No. JT Torres said it best. I know JT, like, I love JT. I did some training camps with him before I switched over to PSF. And I think in jiu-jitsu, it's like people want to just collar tie and make each other tired. But it's like, if I can just take you down anyways, why don't I just take you down and then start doing the rest of jiu-jitsu? Because it's like, I get pacing, but it's like, can't you also cook them from top? So... Because I feel like I'm also making myself tired by just sitting there and doing that, whereas I could do a quick takedown, then start to pass.
Yeah.
Versus if we're both just pulling on each other's head, we're both getting tired.
But if one of you is pulling on the other's head and the other one is unable to pull on your head, that is the quickest way to make someone tired.
Yeah, if they're horrible.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
AG Silvio is very good at collar tying people almost exclusively and just making them tired.
That's true.
And like,
he's terrifying.
He doesn't risk so much in doing so, compared to shooting, for example, where the scramble can get a bit sticky.
Yeah, but if you take two people, same stature, same kind of experience, it's unlikely that one person will just exclusively collar tie the other person.
But it's a lower risk way to gain an advantage. It's the lowest risk way.
But if you were just collar tying someone and the other person just shoots.
Yeah, because it is kind of risky.
Then you get front headlock, and that's where the scrimmage.
Or you get taken down.
Scrimmage. Gordon's gonna make another post about me because of this podcast.
I hope so. Yeah. Stop. Progress.
I was like, but it doesn't matter what you say, Gordon. Have a wrestling match, or it doesn't matter. I was like. I always say that. I'm like, yeah, it's like, no matter what he says, and be like, yes, Gordon, you can fuck me.
He does do a good job of just collar tying people, avoiding the takedown, and just making people exhausted though.
Yeah, so do a lot of the Dana. I mean, they do obviously other stuff, but
they're amazing.
A lot of their sparring, they do a lot of just collar tying for the first little bit. Just collar tie until the guy's posture is breaking and he's reacting to stuff.
No, I think it's good. I think that my only issue is like, I've never seen them do that to a guy who's actually a good wrestler, like in a competitive scenario. Because I think the problem with like watching a practice room thing is there's so many variables that go into what's happening in practice.
Yeah.
Whereas like if it's in a match,
what's his context?
Exactly, and it's like where it's like in a match, whenever they go against not them, not like New Wave, but whenever most jiu-jitsu people go against actual good wrestlers, they're just gonna pull anyways. So I'm like, maybe okay if you're like going against someone who's just a jiu-jitsu guy, like more jiu-jitsu guy, and he's standing, it's like, okay, it makes more sense. But then the risk of like Pixley, like if you collar tie him, he's gonna slide by you. He's the best slide by in the world. You're fucked.
Taylor?
Best, probably,
Taylor Pearman?
Taylor Pearman.
Take that back.
Taylor, sorry. Taylor Pixley has the second best slide by in the world.
Thank
but you. I think it's like, it's a point of diminishing returns depending on who, the context of who you're training with. But if, like I said, like a Pixley, a Nolf, even Downey, like Pat Downey's amazing too. That's a good guy. You can't collar tie him because if you do, he's gonna underhook you and send you. So I think in the context of jiu-jitsu, I can work well, but in the context of you go against another wrestler, a good wrestler,
get fucked.
Yeah. So
what about Ty versus Jason Nolf on CJI? That was an interesting match.
That was amazing.
Jason couldn't really get him down, could he?
No.
He was too afraid of the guillotine, and that's what we're talking about, the scrimmage wrestling. Too afraid of the guillotine.
Is that what scrimmage means?
I guess it's just the fact that after you land, it doesn't matter. Right. As long as they have some kind of control as well. Like you don't get instant points for taking someone down.
So what's the difference between scrimmaging and scrambling?
Well, none. I don't know what they mean really. I think scrimmage is literally just wrestling in the context of jiu-jitsu rules. And scrambling just involves, fast.
Okay.
Because I genuinely don't know. No one ever explained it to me.
The scrimmage involves submission attempts.
Yeah, exactly.
And then scrambling doesn't.
Doesn't scrimmage literally just mean game? Just like the word just means
scrambling's like fighting for top position, like fighting for points, basically. Right? Like for who gets the
I don't know.
Position.
The scrambling, the difference between scrambling and just playing is just the speed of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
decision making and speed.
Yeah, I guess.
But I think it's about the end position. It's like where you end up.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
the
in
key.
scrambling you want to end up on top.
Or
and then-
back, or so, you know, or like
back, whatever.
end up with an
Or
advantageous
a
position.
submission, but that's everything else in jiu-jitsu as well.
Yes.
You always want to end up on top or in a submission.
Yeah, but
on
it's the
back.
fact I think that it's not a stabilized position. It's
Yeah,
like
that's the fact. Yeah,
it's flowing through like maybe 10 positions.
Yeah, it's not like a technique, right? It's just like, okay, okay, I'm getting educated on the...
It's a large amount of energy in a small amount of time compared to the rest of jiu-jitsu.
That makes sense.
But yeah,
Thai versus
yeah.
Nolf.
So yeah, it was hard
That's
for Nolf
crazy.
to take him down because he kept getting guillotine, having to stand up, or there'd be like the random bullshit submission entries and stuff,
He
which
foot swept him though.
which kind of make the collar tie.
He foot swept him big.
Jason
I thought,
Nolf foot swept Thai. Yeah,
Lead leg,
but did
I
it
thought.
lead to
But
anything?
he got straight back up, no?
That's,
He wasn't
Yeah,
pinned.
Yeah, but I think that's also like
That's the point of the scrimmage, though.
that's why I say
Yeah.
collar ties. Like, there's not even any point shooting and taking someone down until you feel like you're
Yeah, until they're
control them.
tired.
until they're tired and you can hold them down.
Or you hit them with something slick.
Yeah, or you hit them with something slick, but then the risk
But
is
it's
very
hard.
high,
It's
and
very
you have
high,
to
yeah.
read someone in a small
or
amount
you're
of
trying to
time.
win a decision. Like for example, the way the CJI was done. Like, let's be honest, for how little Jason had done jiu-jitsu, he wasn't going to sub Thai, but he could try and pick rounds off.
He was
Being
smart. He was like pushing Thai away.
Yeah,
Like he was like.
I think
yeah.
his thing was like, can I win this by staying safe and maybe hitting 1 or 2 little trips per round?
Ty just collar tied him
Fuck.
many times.
Fuck.
And it
So
looked like Jason was getting tired at the end.
Ty's
maybe
also
the
got, like,
answer is
arms.
collar ties then.
Honestly, I think one round of just collar tying and then that will set the tone of the rest of the match.
Gordon collatized the fuck out of people.
Yeah,
So is
yeah.
Marigali. When
Marigali-
Marigali was
Wagner.
back. Yeah, bro, that's a fucking...
Marigali Wagner Rocha was a good one.
We made a clip about
Yeah.
that. Where you're talking about how he's got the hand
Or
down.
Penna.
I remember that.
I made a clip about it.
No, I don't remember that.
And you got the benefits from it. Do you remember?
Marigali just had the down block in place. Anytime Wagner
I
tried
don't think you've
anything,
ever
he was
done
like,
anything for me, Charles.
Yeah, down block's important.
Gone.
What
And
have
then
you done for
harass the
this?
heads.
Really getting into this stuff.
Wagner's one of these people that's like a dog and doesn't give up. And you
He's
just saw
such a
him like
beast.
he just died. He died.
Yeah.
He died.
So now we know collar tie is the answer.
What do you think of the Andrew
Maybe.
Take It match? Take
it.
it?
Takes it.
Andrew takes it.
Takes it
He
versus...
takes the match.
He's good, man.
Fuck, he's
Taka
good.
was
Tackett and
fucking-
Cade, I would have given
that
that
was a sick
Tackett
match.
as well. Then I would have been vindicated as well.
I would have given it
He's-
to Tackett.
Those Tackett bros are entertaining as fuck.
They're
to
so
watch.
energetic. They
Yeah.
have so much energy, bro.
It's the power of Christ and homeschooling. It's got to be the two
Well,
combined.
the three, they got...
That's
Is
true.
it 3 bros or 4 bros? they
4,
have?
I think.
4 bros, they all do jiu-jitsu, they all train with each other, and they're just fucking
They're so good.
dogs.
They're so good.
So did Tackett take Cade down and pin him down, or is just a wild? There was no real holding down on the ground, was there?
No, but the last bit, basically, it
That
was
was
like
the-
last minute, Andrew shoots up, gives up a bang to rights guillotine just to take him down, takes him down and escapes the guillotine and still loses.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I thought was
outrageous.
deep.
I was just mad, just because he almost got subbed whilst taking him down, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, it's not fair, mate. He initiated.
He initiated.
it's not fair.
Give
Life
the man his
sometimes is
milli.
not fair.
I don't know, bro. That's a crazy match. I don't know.
It was
These small
exciting,
guys.
man.
I'm glad I'm a big guy.
It'd also be great to see that Tackett versus Levi match, because that would have been the final, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
That would be crazy.
I'd like to see
I
that.
think that might not go well for Tackett, actually.
Do you think so?
I think he'd get stuck.
You think
Really?
so?
Stuck in the mud.
Levi's
yeah.
different, isn't he?
Because Levi's on his back already, and he's got probably pretty good cardio and
Sticky grips.
extremely flexible,
sticky.
It's a sticky. man.
sticky. Yeah, he's not gonna just jump over him, is he? He's always gonna be
Yeah.
on his back anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. Probably decision, but I reckon Levi will get some entries. And
Did
Tackett
Levi
won't.
win? Do you think Levi won the match versus
Against
Cade?
Cade?
Cade.
Well,
What's your real thoughts?
yeah, my real thoughts are that it's hard to say that he won, given that he was playing guard the whole time. I
Right,
just
he
don't
wouldn't
think
wrestle up
that-
ever.
Yeah, exactly.
wouldn't come up
It's
ever.
not aggressive if you're on your back. You are not being.
He was on
aggressive.
top once, and then Cade would stand and he would get back to the bottom straight
Yeah,
away.
so-
The thing I'll tell you my hot
He didn't
take.
sweep.
and
He
then I got,
conceded the wrestling and he didn't win the jiu-jitsu.
You're
I'm
not
gonna
going anywhere,
I'm gonna
boss.
I need to get training, so I'm gonna bounce in a minute. But I'll give you my hot take.
Come on.
I think
Come on, give us the hot take.
I think
Tell us what's your take.
if you did
Wait, tell us what your hot take is.
That's really
if
spicy.
you did fuck off. If you
Let's
did
hear the hot take.
If you did Craig against Gabby,
Wait, what are you
after,
talking? What are you talking about?
CJ?
Yeah.
If you did Craig against Gabby after, so not before the finals,
I understand.
I think they give it to Levi
Because
because
the
they
crowd is-
score it
yeah.
on actual jiu-jitsu. I think there was a round. I think it was round 4, right, where Levi was ahead. He was like trying to initiate from bottom, and then Cade does a backflip at the end.
I remember you saying
Crowd goes mental, and all 3 judges give the round to Cade, right? But he hadn't done anything that round. But I think what happened before is like you did the Craig and Gabby thing. It turns into like WWE. People forget there's $1 million on the line, and it's like an actual jiu-jitsu grappling fight. And they don't. Like it gets
People
in your head.
forget.
People like no. But like you understand what I'm saying? Like it sets a different tone. If you did that after, I think people would have been more like actually looking at the jiu-jitsu rather than the
What you're saying is the crowd swayed the judges.
Yeah. And like it turned it a little bit more entertainment-y than jiu-jitsu-y.
Yeah, I mean...
Also, I'm pretty sure if you look at... I'm pretty sure Miha Perfect must have scored everything wrong.
Who?
They had one of the judges,
The
Miha.
Legion guy.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure someone
Keenan
said
Cornelius.
this, and I actually agreed with it at the time, but I can't remember now.
How do you get good judges for sport, though?
You get more of them. You just get more of them. You get 10. What's wrong with having 10 judges?
That's a lot.
That is a
not?
lot of people.
But
How
you-
many judges?
yeah, but you get
I think
it
you
mean.
need 10, 5, or like 6,
Whatever.
3
The more, theoretically, the more the better, because then you actually cancel out
Just
the odd one
public
out.
opinion. Just Instagram
you naughty
votes.
little pervert.
No, but that's the reality. If you get 10 judges,
Yeah.
like even for MMA, you think about
How
like
do you know
if
about
one
business?
out of the 3 judges is a buffoon, that's 33% gone. But if you have one out of the 10,
Hold on. Yeah.
economics major,
Hold on. Right.
hold on.
Yeah, all right, so that's
Yeah.
the solution. More judges.
More
Yeah.
judges.
I think more judges the better because it reduces like
I think 6
one
would
anomaly.
be optimal. Double what you have now.
Yeah, but surely you
But
want.
then what if you get
that's-
6 buffoons?
That's why you get 7.
Mate, this is never ending then.
Yeah. Just
What about just increasing
What's the optimal number of judges?
Quality over quantity.
Imagine
Do you have
6
anything
Charles
about-
Prices just looking for like heart rate. You stick a heart rate monitor. on.
Everyone judges according to what they do. Charles would love to see a bit of action, wouldn't he?
Can you bring knives into the fight?
I'd like to see a leg entry.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, though.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's the problem. Charles does, and I don't.
Charles, you're looking for output, like
Yeah,
average
Charles is
BPM.
looking.
Need to
Yeah,
work.
maybe that's what we
Like
need.
I
We need
worked
one
you
man
in the
looking
gym
at the
the
work
other day.
rate.
You know that.
He's just looked like their strength program. Anyone that's done like
One man actually looking
Anyone
at
who's
jiu-jitsu.
been on the Matt Strong
Yeah.
program,
is that, yeah.
they're going to win.
Anyone that's ever met Sayun is just like instantly lost.
Yeah, you know that, man.
You can have scores for who your friends are, who you know, what kind of style you have.
Social status.
Are you on the Matt Strong program?
Yes. This, you got to figure it out.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
That would be
I
a better
agree.
way to judge, though. Give some credence to
Criteria.
entertainment. Give something to
There should be a criteria.
wrestling. Give
basically.
something to
No EBI. No EBI overtime.
What do you think about that?
I don't really love it, to be honest.
I don't
Why?
like it either.
Because you get people like dying to get to it. They'll do 10 minutes of nothing, having spent like their whole year practicing from the back and the armbar.
That's a good
Yeah.
good for them. Yeah.
And it's
Weird
like,
time trial sort of game. I don't know. It's an endurance sport.
on that note, I need to get
It's not
trained.
about spazzing for 2 minutes.
Guys,
Gotcha.
That's all I know how
everyone
to do.
say bye
I'm
to
out of it.
Christian.
Goodbye,
Bye.
guys.
See you
Goodbye.
later, fellas.
Start
See ya.
weeping.
Oh. God, should we just leave it then? Should we just?
Should we just all kill ourselves?
I would
I
love
feel
to.
pretty awful about this.
Yeah, this feels really
we do need
bad.
a photo. Oh, I'll just tag you in it. So I'll
alright,
Photoshop.
man.
Photoshop. Photoshop.
I've got plenty
Photoshop.
of good photos of you actually, so we'll put a nice one in. Yeah.
Get one from the yacht.
Ah, yeah, the
The other one.
16-year-old ones.
Those are fucking.
Mykonos is what's his Mykonos one?
Kill yourself, literally F off.
Wait, what's his Mykonos one? It's a tough week out. I don't know.
Something like that. It's
Right.
Christian in the sun, sunglasses. There's lots of servants around.
Yeah,
he's just
obviously.
having the time of his life. But
Amazing.
you wouldn't know it.
God, it's just us now. This is.
This is
awkward.
awful, right? What should we fucking do now?
What should we do
We
now?
don't have a doctor. We don't have a commentator.
Should we kiss or?
Whoa.
I'm just honestly.
I don't know,
we,
man.
we don't have to if you
I
don't.
don't know,
want to.
whatever. It's
Alright.
whatever.
It's how you do it in London.
If you don't
I'll
want
do it
to,
if you do it.
yeah. If you don't want to, whatever to me.
All right. Fuck, man.
Where's
Oh,
the-
we did some questions. There we go. You can ask some questions.
I'll give
Otherwise,
you, I'll give
what
you
we're gonna do?
complete control over this, mate.
Big questions.
I'll give you complete control. When's the next competition? I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Me.
I think that's correct. Yeah. I think.
Owen or me?
Pull that up.
You,
Jamie.
bro. You're the guest.
Oh,
I don't know. I guess everyone will know when I know.
a free bird for now.
A free bird. You know, I'm on vacation. I'm fat. I'm gonna I'm gonna go to America after here. After I leave Europe, I'm going to America.
Oh shit!
What's the occasion?
Pedigo. I'm just gonna go train
With the boys.
Go train
Yeah,
with the
train.
boys. Go get my butt beat by Pixley and Couch.
Yeah.
Pixley. He fucks me
Shout
up.
out those boys.
They both fuck me up.
They look good as fuck, to be fair.
They're
Pixley
so
looks really
aggressive. Yeah, I get fucked.
good. You had a match with Jacob, didn't you? Nice fella.
Kite, yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Well, yeah, he is nice. He's nice to me, at least.
yeah, me too. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just some recent controversy regarding him.
Oh
which
yeah,
I
there
didn't
wasn't there?
quite
keep
understand.
that.
but
We'll keep that out of it. Whatever.
yeah, whatever. He was nice to me.
Very
I
nice
didn't
to
get
me.
assaulted, although he tried.
Dude,
But I had played a nice guard, didn't I?
Yeah.
Got given a nice decision by Chris Thompson. Thanks, Chris.
Cheers, Chris.
Did Brandon get staff from Will? So yeah, you fought some blonde guy for a minute.
I did.
Are you?
You
sick?
okay?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna die.
Did you get sick from that round?
Are you ill yet?
Does my insurance work here in London? Yeah.
You don't need any.
I've trained with Will a bunch of times. No staff.
Will, bacterial Will.
Yeah.
He had warts.
Oh shit.
They were good, man.
Really? Where?
He
Why
had
is he?
warts all over his hand? Why do you
Why-
think? Because he comes in looking like a leprosy fucking victim, and he's still training. Bits of skin falling off onto the mat.
Just wear spats, bro. Spats out.
He started wearing spats.
Defense soap helps.
Back
like
when
that?
he was wearing just the Valetudos, he had like little dimples on chicken skin, mate.
The short little shorts.
the
mat-
short shorts with the pale white skin that just flaked off.
The mats are rough though. They
are tough.
fucked my knees up.
When they first opened, man, you just get mat burn in like the weirdest
Yeah,
places.
I have a giant mat burn on my knee.
Really?
From these mats.
Yeah,
They're getting worse though. They're getting more slippery.
but I don't want to. I try to wear knee pads, but then or like knee sleeves, but then I feel super stiff, like I can't move.
It feel clunky trying
yeah.
to do takedowns with that, no?
Just gotta wear
It feels
spats.
super clunky.
Yeah. You don't like spats.
What's wrong with spats?
Thick
When I'm
thighs, bro.
going
Look at
with,
him. He's 130 kilos.
When I'm going with the leg ticklers,
Yeah.
I like to be able to slip out. And with spats,
That's a
I
slip-
shave
that's a
my
slippery slope.
I shave my legs.
For that,
Yeah.
I think you're actually increasing friction though in some ways.
I don't think so.
When it gets spiky.
No, but I shave it down.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Get laser, bro.
yeah, I should.
You should, yeah, wax or something. Laser
Imagine
wax.
you touch my leg.
I think Crispy
Feels
does
like a
it. Crispy
female's.
does it, doesn't he?
Huh?
Crispy does a waxing thing.
Waxing.
Or crispy- His hair is
like
fuck.
he goes like babysitting and waxing at the same time. He
That's
doubles
smart.
up. He doubles up.
I bet he never gets.
Yeah.
He's the hairiest Turkish guy I know.
Yeah, as in
He's
he
not
waxes
actually that
his
hairy.
clients, like
He's-
Baxter and
Oh.
those kind of people.
I haven't shaved my legs in a while. I need to do it.
What are you going to lift weights today? You want to come lift with the boys?
We can lift.
Are you
Wait,
gonna,
when?
Are you going to train? You're not even going
When?
to.
Maybe,
2:30?
Oh, I can't.
Oh, you got to do shit.
I have a seminar.
Oh.
Will I come and distract people? Is that all right?
Yeah,
Can I,
come
can
do
I come
that.
and distract
Yeah,
people?
Obviously, yeah.
Maybe
Next
I'll
time
train.
when I'm going to come to London for a month.
Yeah, you're going to come.
Work out.
Live it. Stay in my house.
I'll stay at your house.
Stay in my house.
I can
Yeah.
stay? Okay.
Yeah.
I've been working on passing shin to shin. Been looking up Lachlan Giles. Been trying to figure some stuff out. I had a plan.
I would leg lock
What
you,
was
man.
the plan? Let's
Do you,
hear
do you
it.
think I could leg lock Brandon? What do you think?
It might be tough. You'd have to get
I think
there.
if he's trying, you'll just get injured.
Why?
Same with me. If he's trying, we'll just get injured.
Yeah, we'll
He
hurt
will
each other.
or I will?
He will injure us,
Yeah.
most likely.
Right.
He's very heavy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you train with Sandro? Did you train with Sandro?
Maybe actually.
That'd be nice to
I think
watch.
he did. The Georgian guy.
Oh yes, I pulled guard on him. I just
Yeah.
pulled guard
Why?
Why?
Was it he pulled guard? Be
because I swear maybe I had Sylvia before, and I was tired.
nice. I think you had OJ, then Silvio twice, and then Sandro.
Yeah, so
and
I just
probably then
pulled-
Charles.
Yeah,
I don't mind playing a little bit of guard, especially against big guys. It's easier than going with the small guys.
yeah.
I can just kind of sit in half butterfly and just hold
Yeah.
you. And so that's kind of what I just did. I just held.
You're just chilling.
Yeah, I didn't try to sweep. I was just tired. You've
Stay
gone with
in.
Sylvia, right? Like I was so tired. People think I'm exaggerating. I was so tired. I was because it was I think it was the first time I went with him. And I was like, oh, it's not gonna be that bad, bro. It was bad.
It's just that he maintains a pace that's just above what is comfortable,
very annoying.
and yeah,
Yeah, very annoying.
It
Very
continues.
very, very continuous. Maybe
Yeah.
collar ties are the answer. I think collar ties at the end.
Yeah. I mean, my rounds with him are literally just stood up completely tall. Cause,
yeah, that's what
Does
I did
he collar tie you?
Obviously. Yeah, because I'm always aware of the collar tie, but then it just turns into collar tie off. No one benefits then.
Yeah.
And we're both just
collar you both just get tired. Right.
Yeah. It's a big tired fest. But Sandro, that's his name. Sandro?
Big Sandro, yeah.
He's a freak.
He's got strong hands.
Yeah,
he can wrestle pretty well too, can't he? I think.
Yeah, he's got good shots and
he's a good single leg.
Defensive, and his front headlock is fucking good.
Very good.
Like submission.
Like
that's terrifying.
When he locks his hands in any sort of grip around your head and arm, he's dangerous.
Why isn't he doing the trials? CGI trials.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't actually know why he's not doing the CGI trials. We'll have to.
He's freaking good.
Take that up with the big man, but he'd be doing minus 99 or plus? Plus, right?
He should be doing plus, but he likes to do minus.
He's so big, bro.
And who should do?
He's like 110 right now.
But him versus Heike would be both interesting and extremely boring at the same time.
Yeah, I was gonna say have you met Heike?
I think so.
I met him at I hung out with him at ADCC. We both got fucked up. And so we just went out and got some food at I don't know, like some random ass like Asian place on the strip, and just talking. And he's just, I don't know, what is he? Finnish? Yeah, it's just, I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. He has a very dry but good sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's a very very cool guy. Yeah. Very, very good guy. Very, very good guy. Very good wrestling. I don't know if he wrestled before, but
I think that's his thing. He's wrestling.
He's very good
wrestling.
It doesn't look.
Where did he wrestle from?
I don't know. Finland, I guess.
I think Finland, yeah.
They're all really fucking strong there.
Fucking big. Are there Vikings there?
They're very strong I went there.
Is it a Scandinavian country, Finland? Would you say it's Scandinavian?
Yeah, counts.
He's very good wrestling. Very good snatch single.
The strongest average I've been to is Finland.
Really?
Yeah.
Not American?
Really?
No.
They're big units there.
They're just all big. Even the women are fucking strong. Everyone's fucking strong.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just really strong. I don't know.
Shout out to Hecky. But there's the other guy who's pretty good. Marcin, is that his name? He's pretty good, right? Is that his name? Marcin Leglocker, big guy.
Yeah, that's Polish though. Marcin Machulevic.
Yeah,
he's fucking good.
He's Polish though. Yeah,
he's good.
Different.
I think I might. I don't know. I won't say predictions.
Do you think he might take it?
I think Hecky could keep him out of his legs because Hecky kept Dan out of his legs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
think about it.
I think if Marcin can get in on the legs, he'll win. But I think Hecky can really pull out a decision against most people.
Down, yeah.
He's fucking hard to leg lock.
Yeah, he's massive. Yeah, he's massive. He's really strong.
How tall is he?
He's fucking tall.
6'4".
Yeah, 6'4",
he's a big guy.
Yeah,
and he doesn't let anyone touch his legs. It's crazy.
Actually, yeah, he looked
He's big against Gordon.
Yeah,
bigger than Gord.
Mark McQueen as well.
He was bigger than Mark McQueen.
Mark McQueen's like. He's not that tall, Mark.
No, he's not that tall.
Like our height. He's like our height, but he's just thick.
Hecky beat Mark.
Did he beat Mark? No, they haven't matched.
I don't know. I don't know if they've fought.
I'd like to see that. Well, actually, it'd probably not be that fun of a match to watch.
Yeah, but I don't know. Mark is probably entertaining to watch because he pushes all the time.
Fucking
pushes for the burn.
Shout out Mark McQueen. We love him.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
Where is he from?
Scotland, mate.
Scotland, Glasgow. Lovely place. You should visit.
I want to.
Really nice. They've got these waterfalls in Glasgow town centre.
Ah, yeah.
It's fucking nice. They might be the highest waterfalls in Europe.
So next time I come.
To be fair, Scotland is probably one of the most beautiful places in the world. Yeah. No, genuinely it is. Like if you go travel like further up north, maybe not Glasgow being the most beautiful, but there is some good. What the fuck? Scotland is sick.
So Scotland's nice. Yeah,
really nice.
I wanted to train. I'd train with Mark. I want to have matches with people.
There's big units out there. You'd like it.
Give me some matches with the European guys.
I'll take a match with you right now.
Really?
Let's fucking start.
I'll
take a match with you right now.
While my ankles are hurt. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Is it in the UK? Is it disrespectful to ask people to have matches? In the US, people get offended.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, fuck
I say it nicely. I'm like, hey, I want to have a match with you, and then people are like, Owen Lively got mad at me.
Why? Just ask people to take the match. Be like, fuck it.
For money, obviously.
That's what I want. I want it for money. I'm like,
money,
I don't even care if I win. I just want to have matches. I want the scraps. I want to fight people.
Fuck it
for money though.
Yeah, for money.
For money.
I'm done competing for free.
Yeah.
I'm done competing for free. I did a bit at the beginning of the year because I was like, okay, I need to get some reps in, and then after those 3 tournaments, I was like, this is stupid. I don't need to get. I'm like, I don't need more reps. I've competed so much. So I was
you
like,
did 50 seminars, so
yeah. So I was
What
like,
are we-
it's the.
what are we playing for here?
Yeah, no, exactly. So I was like, but man, it's hard to find super fights because I don't know. People don't want to have
matches.
People don't want to have matches.
Keep calling
with me.
people out, bro.
I know.
Keep calling people out. I like
Not
it.
and the most. But the problem is I'm not disrespectful. So people were like they. Owen Lively didn't like that I called him out, even though it was very respectful. And I was like, dang, like, I've hurt his feelings. And then
just send him a message about, look, man, I just want to have a match.
I just want to have a. Maybe I'm too big though. I think maybe I'm too big.
He is quite short.
He's like 99.
5'9".
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
you got like 20 kilos on him.
Yeah, that's
More.
true. So I need a
He's
big guy.
118. Lively's like 99.
Yeah, he's amazing
He's
though.
100.
He's
Is he 100?
he's big, man. But I
can
think
be.
he's short. Yeah, he's
short.
He's a really good stand up. Like he is really good stand up. That's why I wanted the match because I was like, oh, this will be a cool. He'll probably take me down. I'll probably take him down. Like whatever. It'll be a cool match. He faced Pixley like a couple years ago, so I was like, oh, maybe it'd be cool.
Did he?
Yeah. At Polaris, it was he won a decision against Pixley. Nothing really happened to him. I think he foot swept him once or something. No, I mean Owen's really good, and that's why I wanted to have a match with him. But I don't think he took it very well when I asked. And I was like, okay, like jiu-jitsu people will get so mad, but I'm like, it's weird because they're like either if you don't ask for matches, no one will even think about you. But then you also don't want to just keep competing at like grappling industries. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
But you don't ask, you don't get, man. You need to ask.
You have to really ask. It's not really up to the guy. You got to ask the tournament.
But you have a big profile, so you can leverage that and just fucking start like call people out.
You got to tag.
it's true.
Like events.
Tag the people, tag the event, be like, make this happen.
Make this happen. All right. I'll try. Get some.
Do it.
Get some English people face.
You got
some-
heaps of followers.
If someone
Do it.
just
Tag
asked
the
me for
person.
a free
Tag the
match,
person.
I would definitely say no.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Do
sure.
a match against him. Have a
Fuck
tag,
no,
call
mate.
him out.
Tag Polaris right
I'll
now.
fucking have a match with you
Fuck
right
no.
now. You know that.
On Polaris.
MMA, let's go.
Oh fuck! I'll have a wrestling match with you.
Char?
You got dominated. I was dominated.
I'll do a wrestling match against you.
I feel. Come on in. Tag Polaris. Put the gloves
Owen
on.
Flanagan versus Brandon Reed.
Get the
Polaris
Fairtex on.
next Polaris.
MMA?
Wrestling.
No. Traditional wrestling.
Traditional
Two 3-minute
freestyle.
rounds.
I would watch
We'll
that.
put the mat down.
Shoes too. Shoes.
Only ducks allowed.
Only ducks are allowed. No collar ties allowed. Well, make it be hard to hit ducks if they
Just
don't
make it a
collar tie.
normal
No shoes.
a wrestling.
Unless I can wear my
match.
Air Force Ones. I'm not wearing shoes.
Yeah, obviously.
That's crazy. You don't like the shoes?
Tans.
Nah, I don't. I think I've
Hands.
worn wrestling shoes 3 times ever.
I don't want to smoke with Owen. My ankle's hurt right now, so.
Wrestling shoes, but heel hooks
Stop being so
allowed.
pathetic. Have some faith in yourself, man.
Nah,
Call him
he'll
out.
be
It's a
alright.
problem.
If he sprawls on my neck, it'll break.
Yeah.
I've been working on my back step from shin on shin. Okay.
Crispy Ozbek, man.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
I've been working on my back
like
step
that.
from shin on shin. Oh, one of my friends keeps asking. He keeps messaging me. He said, "Man, please tell Owen to answer me." He said, "When someone goes shin on shin, or when you go shin on shin and someone back steps, what are you doing? Are
Stop.
You know the 100% effective sweep that I keep talking about?
Waste
Kill
of
yourself then, man.
Are you coming
what-
up?
You know that one where you go grab their knee from their kneecap from behind?
Yeah.
It's that.
Okay.
You're facing them, they backstep, grab the kneecap, and you stand up.
Okay. He's gonna watch
Oh,
this. So.
yeah, I have. Yeah.
You know the one chart. It's never not worked. I'm not even fucking joking. It's
No.
never not
You
worked.
got to put it on your instructional. Your
It's
shit.
on my instructional.
It's on his
It is?
Patreon.
It's on my
So
instructional.
talk about
and
your Patreon right now.
Get his instructional and his Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.
Patronize. Yeah, patronize my Patreon, fellas.
Yeah.
It's fucking good and it's fucking cheap. I haven't seen any questions that I really want to answer.
Go on.
Great
Yeah,
question.
still not though.
All right. Well,
You go something
How to
crazy.
build confidence.
And what?
approaching
wrestling.
women.
In wrestling. How to build confidence in wrestling.
Approaching women.
Yeah,
In
I don't.
competition confidence. I think.
Competition confidence. You just do some
Yeah.
competition.
How many competitive matches have you had?
In jiu-jitsu.
Everything in life.
In jiu-jitsu, I've had like 70.
Yeah. That's a lot.
I competed a lot for free. Yeah. So I don't
Wrestling?
need- wrestling probably like 400 or 500. 400 or 500.
That's a lot of times just going
But
up
it's
to
easy
compete.
because in wrestling you might compete. You might have 6 or 7 matches every week.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you do that for 10 years. It's pretty easy.
And you get loads of matches in.
Yeah, but wrestling, yeah, it was good. That's why I tried to compete a lot at the beginning of the year, but then I competed a lot and it did nothing for me. So I was like, maybe I should just wait to have bigger matches now because maybe it doesn't make sense to go beat people up at Grappling Industries.
Good for content though.
It's good for content, but then it's also like you become the guy who's just beating people up for grappling.
Yeah.
My
issues.
rule is if it's an amateur, I'll face them for free. If it's a professional, I need some money.
I need to do that too.
Do you have like a warm-up routine or like a routine you do before you compete? You just go out there?
I do the same. I do like I don't know. I call them calisthenics, right? Like jumping jacks, high knees, and then I'll do like some stance in motion, like wrestling, shadow wrestling for like 2 minutes, and then depending on who my opponent is, it'll change up. Like I'll have a part if I know I'm gonna go against someone who plays guard, I'll have my partner just pull guard, and then I'll just pass for like 6 minutes, like just slow, like just warming up. If I know it's gonna be someone who's more of a wrestler, I'll do my normal warm up, and then I'll drill a bit of wrestling. I won't go live. I'll just drill a bit, like some shots. But it really it changes pretty much depending on who my opponent is. But I always do like a little bit of calisthenics just to warm the body up.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need to warm up a lot less when I'm going against guard pullers. So maybe. But I mean, I'm not the greatest guard passer, but I've passed one or two in the world.
Guard in the day.
Yeah, guard. Yeah. So it really depends. I warm up much harder for wrestlers. Like if I'm like in my weight class, there's so many wrestlers.
It's gonna be more dynamic, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I always get hurt. Every tournament, I get hurt. Every tournament.
Really?
Every
What
tournament.
kind of injury?
yeah.
It's always my knees, my back, my shoulder.
okay.
Something. I think my mind, what I want to do, my body doesn't like to do. Like I should have a less dynamic wrestling style.
Really?
But it's so boring. I don't want to be I grab an underhook and then I sit there and maybe do a throw by. I like double legging people. I like duck unders. I like single legs. I don't know. Maybe it's not good because it can lead to some injuries. But I like to look cool.
Hard to do it all the time, I guess.
It's tiring.
I think that's my problem is I do it too much.
Yeah.
And in wrestling, it was cool. We only, at least in my experience, we only did live twice a week. So in Jiu Jitsu, I'm rolling so much more, and I think I might be getting hurt more because
Two a week.
We would do. So if you compete every Saturday, you would wrestle hard. So you'd do live on Monday and Tuesday. It depends on what the coach wants you to do, but some days it'd be like all situational live. Some days it'll be like matches. But it would be 2 a week, and then Wednesday you do a really hard drill and do like sprints, right? So you would get your lung blow in still, but it would be all drilling. And then Thursday would be like one-on-one with the coach. Friday, I would just take the day off because I could do whatever, because I was a heavyweight, so I didn't have to cut weight. So my coach would be like, Friday, the day before competition, you do what you want to do. For the other guys who are cutting weight, they would do I don't know what they would do. They would do whatever. But I was lucky. I was big, and I would just chill, eat food, have pasta, relax. And we would compete every weekend, so that's pretty much what it would be.
For free.
I got college gets paid for, but that didn't really help me.
Yeah.
That didn't really help.
Every weekend though.
Every single weekend.
Isn't that horrific? Like I used to hate doing that for judo.
No, I loved it, dude. But do you think you only do it from like the preseason, like conditioning season? We call it starts from like August to November. So you're training, but you're not competing. You're doing a lot of lifting, running, less wrestling, but lots of lifting and running just to get in shape. You're still wrestling maybe 3 or 4 times a week. And then from November to March, that's the competitive season. So you only have like a very tight schedule. November to, I mean, I guess that maybe that's not super tight, but November to like the first weekend of March, you're competing every single weekend. And some weekends would actually be easy. Like you'd have a dual meet where you only have one match. So be chill. On those weeks, you would actually still train really hard leading up. But on the weeks where you had tournaments, you would do it like I said before, where you would have 2 really hard days and then basically a bunch of pretty easy, like relatively easy days for tournaments. But I liked it.
2 days of sparring a week.
And you're still lifting in between all these days as well?
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think, this is my opinion, I think Jiu-Jitsu people often do too much training.
I think so.
But I enjoy the training.
I know
the
that,
mat
but
time.
Just because you enjoy it.
How can you learn everything and practice everything if you're training twice a week?
But you'll never know everything.
Well, maybe not twice a week, but maybe like 3-4 times a week versus
everything, brother.
What if you had 3 to 4 significantly higher quality sessions each week versus 6, 7 where you're getting sick and your body's not feeling recovered and they're low quality?
But you don't need to be that healthy to learn something.
Hold on, but what if the quality of the lower frequency is significantly higher than the higher frequency?
I don't know how the quality could be so much better.
Maybe you could think better. You could explore different options.
If you're unable to think, then you should rest.
Obviously, but like let's say even like, oh, I'm not feeling great today, and your concentration just like isn't as good as it. It could potentially be. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, then I would say that you learn less on that one session, but then you have an evening session where you can pull it all back rather than I'm having an off day and I've got to wait a whole week before I train again.
Yeah.
Do you roll for both sessions if you do 2 sessions?
Yeah, ideally, yeah, but recently I've been...
That's crazy. Bro, how do you not get hurt?
I just roll very relaxed all the time. Kind of when we were wrestling, I'm just playing all the time.
Yeah, we were fucking around.
Just very little energy, or if I am using energy, it's not going to be every round. Like I'll do hard rounds and then easy rounds, and obviously most of the people there are lighter than me or not, just hobbyists, and you can just enjoy yourself while still learning techniques.
It is a good question though.
I don't know.
And I'm not shooting big doubles, and to be fair, even ducking means like a drop to my knees really hard.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's hurting.
It can hurt.
Yeah.
Don't you think there's a point of diminishing returns though? Like, how much do you really need to learn every single day? Especially if you're thinking, at least like in my experience, is like if you're gonna do it for a really long time, if you can have like one really, really good session over 10 years, I think you can. I feel like you can still be, you can like study and stuff while not training, but like, I don't know, like maybe you'll get hurt less, get sick less. I don't know. It seems like this is just in my experience, because I will switch over to 2 times a day, and I don't like it necessarily. Like for big camps, I kind of get pushed into it a little bit. But like whenever I start to feel like kind of beat up, I'm like I'm gonna maybe even take a full day off. I don't know. I train like 5 days a week usually, and I know maybe that's why I'm not quite as good as some other people, and maybe I never will be. And
I mean, Joseph Chen, for example, trains twice a day, and he's just on the mat constantly.
He lives on the mat.
Like, and
I hear so much good stuff about him.
I just think in terms of
like
developing skills.
Nice guy, yeah.
He seems like one.
We do little bits after class. For example, yesterday with the judo guy JP, just asking about foot sweeps and that kind of stuff. I feel like I can learn, even if I'm tired as fuck, I can learn a lot. You just get him to show you some stuff, and then you practice on the white belts, and you barely need much energy to actually gain a skill. Yeah, that you can then start improving on your own.
That's true. I feel like in jiu-jitsu, people like learning is a bigger thing than it is in wrestling. Like we do a lot less like technical learning, I find, which maybe isn't quite good. I don't know. Yeah. But also this seems overwhelming. You're like
too much to learn.
Yeah, I gotta have 17 different ways to pass guard. That's crazy. Can't I get really good at one?
I don't know. I want to be able to use all the tools that are required to defeat someone. I want to be good at everything, and then I can beat people that are bad at certain things, rather than just being really good at one thing that no one can stop.
That's true.
I don't think that's realistic. Someone's just going to end up with a weird body type you can't do it to.
That's true. Maybe jiu-jitsu just is so much more.
But I'm talking about wrestling techniques now, to be fair. Like combining like judo and wrestling techniques. It all takes a very long time to develop the skill to actually do it. And if you don't get the mat time in, suddenly you're 40 and you're like, well, can't learn now. Like,
that was deep. You're dead.
I've had spine surgery as well, so I'm like, fuck.
Suddenly you're 45 with spine surgery.
That's crazy.
Healthy sounding 50-year-old.
Yeah. You bring up a good point. Maybe I should train more. Maybe if I want to be better, I should train more.
It's just very hard to actually train light enough to not be tired, but
I'm big too, man.
It would be easier for you, to be fair.
Well, we're talking to Saunders. Saunders trains twice a day. Josh Saunders?
Big Saunders.
Yeah, big Saunders. He's enhanced.
Yeah, he's enhanced, so that makes a huge difference, yeah.
He's a good guy. He seems like a good guy.
Yeah, nice guy.
Very, very nice.
That's very nice. Another thing. Huh? Is there loads of juicing in wrestling?
I think so.
You think there is?
I think so.
Fair enough, then.
I don't think so in college, because they test, like the NCAA, no matter what division, they do random testing. Like every year after my national tournament, like the ones that I won, I got tested.
That's not very random though.
No, well that's the problem. Is it's crazy because it was supposed to be random. Like every year at the nationals, there's I think 10 national champions per division, and like every single year I got tested, and it was supposed to be random. But every single year I got tested because my coach was like, they think you like they probably just think you're on steroids or something. And I'm like, dude, I don't look. If you look at my college wrestling pictures, I don't look that crazy. I don't know. To me, I think I look like
Just a big dude.
Yeah, I'm just like a big dude. I've always been a little chubby too, so it's like
no boulder shoulders.
Yeah, I think it's the boulder shoulders.
Yeah, it's the most obvious.
The black athletics.
But do you get some people who just like they look like they're not on any sauce and they're just sauce to their teeth?
Yeah,
true that actually.
Happens, you know what I mean?
Meow bros, crazy.
Oh, you think they were sauced? Oh, yeah.
Oh, they were. Yeah, they were many times.
Even heaps of UFC athletes are just sauced up to the teeth, and you're like that. Like Tim Sylvia was saucy as fuck. And you're like, really?
Yeah.
I remember what Tim Sylvia was like.
I guess you have to touch them to know.
Roy Nelson.
You got to prod the arm.
I should just sauce up, see where my career goes.
Be interesting to see.
No, never mind. It's not worth it. I want to retire.
Full juice.
Can I retire?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah. I feel
Publicly?
like I've done it. I've done enough.
Yeah.
I had one big takedown against Felipe Pena, then I got armbarred.
That's all that matters.
But it doesn't matter. I had one takedown.
You don't have to post the armbar.
Yeah. Well, fuck that armbar.
Yeah, it's the highlight.
Anyways, who even cares about an armbar?
It doesn't work on the street.
It doesn't work on the. If it was the street, I would have shot him.
Move.
Wouldn't work on me.
Yeah.
Armbar is
Can you have guns in Canada? Do you have a gun?
No, not in Canada. Not allowed.
Yeah.
Unless you're hunting.
Awful.
Unless you're a hunter.
No city guns, basically.
No, everyone I think people have shotguns.
In the city?
Yeah, but only because like they keep it in like a safe. I could be wrong. Like a Canadian can comment, right? But I'm pretty sure I heard it's like they can have like a shotgun and they have to keep it in a safe in the house and they can only use it for hunting.
Same as Australia.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like everyone hates on America because of the guns, but then it's like, man, people around here just randomly get stabbed and robbed, and you're like even in Louisville, it's probably like top 10 most violent cities in the U.S. It's the city I'm from, but it's like
really,
yeah, but it's like there's so much violence prevention because of guns, like self-defense, right? It's like there's in a city
it's a catch-22 though, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure, but
gun crime, lots of violence, prevention.
Wasn't there like more deaths than like Baghdad or something in Chicago one year?
Yeah, but that's exaggerated. That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
but that's not the same now. It just
moves. It doesn't change.
But
though,
I could argue imagine this. If you go to Louisville, no one's going to stab you because they know.
You're packing, yeah.
But if you're here, it's dangerous. You're walking around at night. You never know.
You ain't going to get stabbed, bro. Don't worry about it.
No. But not me, right? It's like it's most people aren't gonna mess with me, but like if I'm like just a regular Joe Schmo and I'm walking around and I look like a tourist and I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time.
If you got your missus with you, you become more of a target.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, if you're just a woman, you'd probably prefer to have guns. I'm sure.
Yeah. Well,
but also do you find that when you're walking with your missus and like people will pick on you way more.
No one really. Yeah,
they just leave you.
Yeah, they leave me alone.
Yeah,
but I think I don't know, bro. Like where I'm from, like. Yeah,
I'd do the same. Man.
Yeah.
Best to leave that guy.
Yeah, but it's like it's still scary because I'm like, oh, this dude pulls out a knife. Like I can't even defend myself. Yeah, but it's like if they pull out a knife in Kentucky,
you got a gun.
They're gonna be fucking blasted.
But you could just get shot by a random nutter though.
Yeah, but you could be shot here. People get shot in England.
People get shot, but you won't get shot in England unless you're part of a gang, right?
So
you could get stabbed without being part of a gang, but it's easier to defend.
What if you are the one person who does get shot? Even if it's just one person, because I always argue this, it's like you can throw the stats out and be like, well, 1,000 people, let's say Kentucky, let's say 40 people in Kentucky got shot, one person in London got shot, and you're like, well, what if you're that one person? What if you're that one person and they have a family and they were able to defend themselves? You see?
Yeah.
So I always say this: the argument is like it's hard to quantify like what's enough.
Human life. Put a statistic on human life only.
But we do
one though.
We do have a school shooting problem. It's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Insane. It's crazy. Like it is a problem. I will admit. Do you guys have school shootings
Alex
here?
Jones. No, bro.
Don't remember that happening at my school. Fucking hell.
You guys, that doesn't happen. I remember that. Yeah, I would say we have like a school.
There was hella bullying.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I bet the bullying's bad here, huh?
But basically people just go in and crash out. Like I guess the worst case scenario, they bring in a knife or something. But
yeah, that's true. They're not shooting. Yeah, this is where I'm swayed back to your argument, where if
you can't knife 40 people in a day, like it's hard.
Yeah, it's true. Like if you get jumped, you're fucked. Like you might get one person, and it's very low chance that you're actually going to be able to kill them if you're getting jumped, because you got to get really lucky with a knife. Like we've heard stories like the people getting stabbed like 40 times and don't die, like because people fuck up, like they're not stabbing you the right place. So I think I may have been changed. I may have. I don't get it. It's crazy. It's wild.
You wouldn't get it.
Well, it's because they're between 11 and 18, full of tests, and then they have access to guns, and then they get called an incel.
Social media bullying too.
That's it. You come in.
They are the incels, right?
And you're on smoke.
Yeah, they get super high before.
Yeah, that's true. It's the fentanyl. No, I'm just who knows?
We're just talking shit here.
It could be a culture of seeing a lot of nutters around, and you're just like,
what do you think of Alex Jones right now?
What's he even doing?
Legend of the game.
You guys are gonna get demonetized for saying Alex Jones.
Do you think so? Well, we can. No, it's later in the podcast.
Even mentioning him is demonetizable.
It's dangerous.
Really?
It's very dangerous. No. You should be.
Maybe
fine.
though.
You know what we do got in America though? You know, we got
sugary
Pop
food,
tarts, obesity,
sugary food, and fat people. I like that.
Cancer, 1 in 2.
The diabetes center, same as Q8. That was good.
Overuse of steroids.
Fuck, those are all those.
Sorry, you say your suggestion.
Yeah,
fuck, those
mountains. You have mountains in Montana.
Fentanyl?
Good dinosaur collections.
We do have fentanyl.
Good dinosaurs there, man.
Look.
Mexicans?
I was gonna say this. We have Mexicans. We have Mexicans.
What does that mean?
So my stepdad's Mexican. He's a good guy. So, but it's the food.
Are you cultural appropriating America right now? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think I'm half black, so I get away with it. I get away with a lot
for being black, half black.
Got it.
DEI, but Mexican food in America.
I love Mexican food.
In Canada, you can't find good Mexican food.
Yeah, it's too far away.
In Europe, it's shit.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
In Texas, the Mexican food is fucking
crazy.
So
Texas is amazing.
Yeah,
Texas is amazing.
Like
and the people are a little weird.
They're weird in Austin.
They're weird. Yeah. Have you guys trained in Texas? B team?
No. Why are they weird in Austin?
It was wasted on me. I mean,
it wasn't your best experience.
No, I had fun, but like I can train anywhere, and it's gonna be. I was be like, yeah, that was pretty good.
Right. I went to B team like 4 years ago. It was great. I loved it.
I had fun.
It was such a good experience. Everyone was very nice to me. Everyone beat me up.
You say everyone's weird in Austin?
Everyone's weird in Austin, but the B team guys are cool. I don't know, they're just weird. It's like super not the jiu-jitsu people, but like the actual.
It's just
community.
got an odd vibe to it. To be fair,
do you not think the fact that everyone can have a gun just makes it very hard to socialize in America?
No, not really. There are crackheads everywhere though.
Yeah, like crackheads, but also the fact that if you just take the piss out of someone too much.
They could just pull
out the gat and just shoot you in the face.
That's true. It's kind of good though, because
you're a coward. Somebody's such a coward.
Okay, this is like culturally.
Don't even look at me. You're a coward.
If I had a gun, it would be cool.
Yeah,
but if I'm tourisming, I can't mock people as I usually would like to.
Yes, you can. They're not going to shoot you, dude.
If someone crashes out, they could.
No, they're not. They're not.
How many times do you make people crash out?
Like a bitch. Well. The thing is, if someone's on edge, I'd like to have the ability to mock them without thinking I'm gonna get shot.
I wish I was better at that. You guys have it down.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, the ability to talk shit to people. I think I'm pretty good, but you guys are better than me. It's fucked. Yeah, you're awful. I really wish.
Oh, there is chart.
Awful.
But I will say that Americans don't take jokes very well. Like really? most Americans, even they're serious. They
bro.
Do
that, That's what I mean. They're so joke. Serious. The guy's just looking at you, thinking about his latest purchase at the gun store.
Yeah,
how we can.
I was talking to one of the girls at B team, and she was saying she carries a gun on her, and they were chilling at this house, and some homeless guy, junkie, like walked up to the house, and she opened the door and like fucking put a gun to him. Was like, get the fuck off our property, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. She could have just told him to fuck off.
Yeah. Like I think he was going a bit crazy, and there's like a bit. There's more context. To the situation. Yeah. I think he was like he was a junkie. He's going crazy, and he's been causing a bit of trouble. And she's like, nah, get that like gun out of the fucking handbag. And she's like, get the fuck off.
Thing.
They got good people at BT, man. Those are good. Like most of the people I experience, they're cool people. They're very good.
Yeah, I had a good time there.
Yeah, I would train there again for sure. But like, yeah, it's weird when you're like a part of a team, and so it's like
train with the Tackets. I'd like to train.
They're too small. I think. I don't think they would train with me.
William would train with me.
William would, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, William's a really sweet. He's a really nice guy. Yeah, I just never know, man. It's like if being a big guy, it's hard to travel and train because you're like.
Well, send him a message.
If you play guard, people don't mind as well.
Yeah, but lots of times people don't give you the chance to play guard because with me it's different. It's not like someone else who only was a jiu-jitsu guy. Like if Gordon comes to unless that's a bad example because everyone knows Gordon, but if Big Dan, for the most part, if he walks around, he's gonna play. They're like, okay, he's a guard player. He usually doesn't like, at least in my experience, like he was a good training partner when I trained with him. So they're like, okay, he's gonna play guard. He's not gonna wrestle fuck me. But with me, even if I want to play guard, most people are gonna assume I'm gonna wrestle.
Yeah,
and they pull guard.
So no, they just won't even compete. They won't even train with me.
Oh, really?
So
Right, yeah.
so that you don't even get that far. They're just like, oh no, he's just a wrestler. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 4 years, and they're just like, oh, he's just a wrestler. He's just gonna hurt me, and I'm like, fuck. So
Yeah.
I found that it takes like a month, 2 months to build relationships when I go to places.
Oh, shit.
To train.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Yeah. I mean, if you go too hard too early, people just be like, fuck it. You've got almost like first couple of days, just let everyone kind of walk around you and then slowly creep in some.
Yeah. I was trying to spaz out on him
nasty,
though.
Yeah.
Like, we've talked shit for a while. So.
I don't think it was spazzing out. Yeah. You can feel when someone's keeping weight off you. I felt one legit sprawl, my neck clicked.
Yeah, I felt bad about that.
Exactly.
I don't like sprawling on the smaller.
That's what I mean, though. It's just you have to sprawl, right? So
yeah, because I was terrified.
and if you're
He's
taking
playing
weight
that
off,
seated guard, right?
Yeah. I don't know what to do. He plays like
He plays like that, doesn't he?
yeah. So I was like, maybe I should try a front headlock, and I couldn't front headlock you.
yeah, it's hard.
He's got that turtle.
So I was like, maybe I just had to jump
his
over.
You got to
hands?
jump
He's
over
in
the
that.
back. That's definitely the best.
But then I'm gonna. I have bad ankles, man. I'm gonna end up hurting my ankles.
He'll show you some pliers, man.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Pliers would definitely help.
Yeah, because I'm sensitive, man. I'm really sensitive.
With my ankles, the pliers help probably the most out of anything.
I need to do
When
that.
I get ankle injuries.
You know what helped kind of is I started wearing barefoot shoes. You heard of barefoot shoes?
Yeah, that kind of fucked my hip.
It fucked your hip?
Yeah, they'll work for some people. Like, they didn't work.
I've liked them. I've been wearing them for like a month.
Sick.
They've been nice.
Nice.
I don't know. Maybe it's only because I was wearing shoes that had like this much padding in them. You know, like lots of Nikes. Like,
I mean, these. If I wear barefoot, barefoot.
So it fucks up your hip.
Yeah, my gait. My
Why?
foot doesn't
Are
work.
you just walking? Oh, your gait?
Yeah, gait. Yeah, it's just something to do with my foot pronation. My foot just doesn't like it. My feet don't like
It's
it.
good for your toes though, right? Because your toes get like,
Wide toe.
That's not a thing, man.
that's not a thing.
Well, I mean, your toe. Just because you have like, just because you wear shoes doesn't mean it's gonna like crush your feet.
I mean, it can though.
I thought it.
Yeah,
I thought it does. Doesn't
It
that
can.
fuck up your?
Like wearing like shoes that don't fit you properly definitely can. But no, I think. Fair
Especially
play.
the
Barefoot
work shoes.
Yeah, like where people like wear like wingtips or their fucking like
Hey,
office
when you
shoes.
see people, you seen Shaq's toes.
Awful. All those
disgusting.
basketballers have disgusting
They
feet.
look like
I don't know.
That's
they
a big
look
generalization, but
like the bottom of a packet of crisps, you know.
Yeah.
fucked
LeBron
up
James,
toes
his
mashed
toes are
over
like
each other.
that.
Yeah.
There's always like
What
photos of
the
examples
hell
of
is
people
that?
doing like fascia and get the toes spreading and that kind of shit. It's like, bro, you just get better at like basketball. Like that's what you want to do. Because
Literally
LeBron
looks like
James,
one of those-
LeBron's feet are like that. They're fucked.
You know when you see those like freaks born in like India and that with like many extra limbs and all that shit. That's literally what his toes look like.
Shaq, and he gets manicures. He pays the lady $1,000
Bucks,
to do the
man. Get a
manicures.
fucking chiropractor.
That's crazy.
Get
Yeah.
a chiropractor. He needs
Do some plyos.
do some pliers, bro.
Do some plyos.
Shaquille O'Neal.
It's actually great. I wonder what it'd be like for him barefoot.
What, Shaquille?
Yeah, because his toe is literally off the floor, like behind the rest of his.
Yeah, he
Toes.
could dunk on you, man. That's all he needs to do. How do you feel about
Not
that?
I think
anymore.
he could.
Are you serious?
He's so
Yeah,
big.
it's not a street effective technique.
Yeah.
Bro, he would dunk the fuck out of you.
Right into
Nah,
outside.
I'd probably block him.
No, you
Shin
wouldn't.
to shin as he dunks.
Yeah,
Speaking
I would
of
down block him.
speaking of shooting, Owen's a good shot, mate. He can shoot a
Oh.
gun.
For real?
Bro, he can
Autistic,
shoot.
man.
He can shoot a gun, bro.
You got that school shooter look.
I got a score shooter.
We went to the shoot. You look like an incel, to be honest. We went,
That's crazy.
Wait till you hear about. Anyway, go on you.
okay, yeah. What? No, all right. Right, he got this Magnum. What was it? It was like the Dirty Harry gun.
44
but
Magnum.
It was bigger than that one. It was a fucking big ass Magnum.
shout
like,
out Mubarak.
It was like this big.
Okay.
And everyone's kind of like, oh, I don't want to shoot. I'm freaking out. Like double handed. Like this fucking guy gets it one handed and is bullseyeing it.
Gangster shots.
Bullseyeing
Autism.
it.
Is that here
shots.
in London?
That was in Kuwait.
Kuwait.
That was
Yeah,
our-
Kuwait.
They have
trip.
guns there in Kuwait.
Yeah.
Well, no. It's just a
Gun
shooting
ranges.
range. Yeah.
Where is Kuwait? I don't even know.
Near, it's near Bahrain, Qatar. It's near Saudi. And
Bahrain's got a really good service industry.
tell us more.
So I've heard.
Yeah.
Well, I just met
there
a couple guys in Kuwait who are big fans of the service industry. Bahrain.
Yeah.
Really?
It's near
that's that great.
Iraq.
Oh, great place. Good place to visit.
So it's near Saudi,
Lovely food.
Iraq, somewhere in the Middle East.
That area.
It's in the Middle East.
You know,
You should do seminars there. To be fair,
I'm terrified.
Really? Of what?
Browns.
What?
What? I'm a brown. Don't worry. Yeah.
That'll be fine. Honestly, you could get some.
Inshallah.
Yeah, maybe I'll send a message
money,
to
I
some
guess.
people
I think.
and sort you out.
I think those places seem great. Guys, I was joking about Browns, but yeah, I think. Yeah,
you should.
it'd be
Yeah,
great.
okay. Let's chat offline.
We just found it boring to be. I mean, I found it boring, but it's
I like
nice.
money. I like money.
Yeah, it's money
Okay.
as well. Yeah.
We'll chat offline.
I like. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I would go. Like, I want to go to Japan. That's another place I want to go to do seminars. But
Yeah. Apparently they're
Sharpen
not,
up my
they're not-
Shout
they're pretty
Hiroshima.
protective with their thing. Someone was telling me that you go to Japan and the coach isn't even showing up.
no
What?
fucking way.
Like they'll set you up to do a seminar, but
Tokyo?
it'll just be like no one gives a shit, and like
Really?
some people will show up, but the coach.
That's what I'm scared of. Is no one's. I don't know. And then the language barrier. Like in France, it was hard.
Yeah.
The great, cool people, but it's hard. My girlfriend speaks French, so it helped.
she translated.
Yeah, like there were little things. Like they were great. They were cool people, good gym, whatever. It was just a little difficult because I don't know. Like there were like 41, 42 people. So it's like, oh, okay, this is cool. They all know I'm American, right? Or at least they assume I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
So I'm like an English speaker. So I was like, oh, okay, like everyone's gonna speak perfect English, and I was like, I felt so bad because I was like, fuck, like it was good. Like people were getting stuff down. Like they were very cool people. I just felt bad because like, fuck, man, maybe I should know how to explain stuff a little bit better. Because
In
language
French.
barrier, in French. I need to learn French. I live in Quebec. I'll probably live there for a long time. So maybe I should learn some Quebecois. They don't even call it French there. They call it
Quebecois.
Really?
Yeah.
He speaks French.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Don't you?
Start
Au revoir.
crashing out.
Yeah,
Au
baguette.
revoir, merci.
You're French, ain't you?
Yeah.
my mom's
Look at him.
French.
Look at him. He's
Yeah, you look French.
He's disgusting. Like a pig.
Yeah, like a little
pig.
truffle pig.
A little truffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Shout
at
out
you.
Michael Young.
Have you had seminars in France?
Yeah.
He
I get
literally speaks French.
I get about 20 seconds of French in before everyone's looking at me, and I'm like, "This is going too slow, guys. I'm going to
Really?
speak in English."
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't do the whole thing in French?
No,
in France?
I'll
sorry?
do it if people need individual attention. Then I'll go over and speak to them in French.
Yeah.
But it's much slower for me to speak in French.
I think with jiu-jitsu anyways is a little bit, it's like you can watch a lot and not even hear. I think that's why it worked out for me is like people could
it's a
watch
really
and just be like, oh, you're doing a duck under.
Yeah. I just look at where
I'll
your
use it
hand
as a
is.
last resort. I'll be like, right, fuck, this guy's
Cut my
got no
life
English.
into
I have
pieces.
to.
This
Yeah.
is
Have you guys
my
been to
last
Germany?
resort.
Yeah, many times.
I'm going
Fucking
to-
love Germany.
I'm going to Germany. I heard they have good English in Germany.
They have
Yeah,
good
yeah.
English and
Very
they love
clever people.
technique. They love efficiency.
So no, I shouldn't play any games.
I would
Give them clear
refrain from
instructions.
games. They want clear
to-
explicit instructions that will improve their efficiency.
Okay. It's hard to do. I'm finding like 2 hours of wrestling is a lot. Like I'm starting to think like maybe I should make my seminars an hour and a half. But then people love like in jiu-jitsu, the standard is 2 hours. But I always find
Make your own
I-
standard, bro.
Huh?
Make your own
I
standards.
know. I think you're right.
3 hours in jiu-jitsu, man.
I will never do 3 hours. It's crazy.
You did like 5 at ours.
Yeah, because he's
including all
having
the
a great
bullshit.
time.
Yeah, we were there but you guys we're homies. It's easy like when you're clicking with people, but then sometimes when you go to seminars, it's like you're not clicking with people. So you're like, this is just a business transaction.
Yeah, which is fine.
Which it's fine. It's like I have nothing against anyone where it's like that. Like at Los Banditos, it was cool because I was like, oh, okay, I can shoot this shit with people. I was already talking to you. I was already talking to Ferris. So I was like, oh, whatever. These are already friends.
Dane.
Yeah, they're the goats.
Dane.
The goats. But then there's some gyms where I'm like, fuck, all right, I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to leave.
Yeah,
You'll get them.
Bit dry, bit awkward.
Bit dry, exactly. Canada's been great though. Like I did most of my seminars in Canada, and it's been cool. In the U.S., it's hit or miss. The U.S. is so saturated. There's too many people who are doing seminars in the U.S. So I get so many more. Everyone's like, "Why don't you come to New York?" And I'm like, "Fuck, bro! Like no one from New York wants me, bro."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
They all want me in Canada. In Canada and Europe, it was like easy.
Yeah.
In the U.S., it's like I'm begging for money to do a seminar.
Really?
Are a lot of wrestlers going around and teaching wrestling seminars? Let's say regardless of jiu-jitsu, just
that seems like a big market though. Yeah, like surely a lot of people.
Lots of kids go to them. But man, it's hard because it's it's saturated. Like the best division is Division 1, right? But then you have 50 Division 1 national champions, and they all won them in the past. So it's like you have so many people who are doing it that it's really saturated. And then wrestling culture, they don't like money. It's a very poor man's sport. So if you're charging $100, they're like, what the fuck, $100?
So can you get private lessons off a really good wrestler for cheap?
Yeah, super cheap.
Really?
It's not like jiu-jitsu, man. It's they're all poor. They're like you have a couple of guys who are doing really well on social media and stuff. But even most of those guys aren't even like the best of the best wrestlers, right? Like,
well, they're just capitalizing on their social media.
Yeah, which is great, which is what you should do. But like, this is a bad example. But someone like Kyle Snyder is not like getting a crap ton of money from seminars. He's getting a lot of his money from sponsorships.
Yeah,
like Rudis. I don't know.
But he could get a lot of money from seminars, surely.
Not
like
anymore.
I think he does. Like, I'm sure he still does a decent amount, but he doesn't do like how jiu-jitsu. Like for us. I mean, I would assume like a lot of your money comes from seminars. Like for me, like the big portion of my money comes from seminars.
Yeah.
Like, so, and it's like who am I in jiu-jitsu?
I guess for wrestling, people do. It's just a younger sport as well. I mean, to get, I don't know. I could be speaking complete bullshit here, but I guess to get really, really good at wrestling, you got to start from a young age, right?
Maybe I'd say like 30. Like most people, like if you can start in between the ages of like 6 to 13, you'll be okay.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like it's gonna hard to like if it's like 25-year-olds and stuff to 25 is still obviously very young, but to get really,
I reckon 13's too late.
No way.
You got if
no
you,
way.
If you want to be a Dagestani warlord, you've got to
There's
start
no way.
at 4 years old.
There's no way. There's no way. There's a lot of guys who start late. Like there's a really one of the better wrestlers.
Oh, you're disagreeing with him? Okay.
Yeah, I disagree with you because like. Sorry.
Take that, you fucking.
What do you know? Yeah.
No,
I don't know. Nashawn Garrett. There's a guy named Nashawn Garrett who was like a world team member, this was recently.
Yeah.
And he was I think 2-time Division 1 finalist and 1-time champ. And he's like one of those guys. He started when he was 14 years old.
Oh,
yeah.
So year 2 of high school, he started.
That's pretty late, to be fair.
I think you do have to start in those like early, at least minimum early
but like
teens.
Olympic champs, do you think there are any Olympic champions that started after 10?
Surely not.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to do research.
Saitiev, he started when he was 19.
That dude's the GOAT.
He's 21.
He started at 21, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think you're right. I feel like you have to be really good. I mean,
well, obviously that's like, but I don't know. I think
I'm talking like Olympics,
Yeah, that's true.
Because I remember in judo, I started at 4 and already, if you take a year off, you're just finished. You're just left behind forever.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Forever?
I think it's the same in wrestling. I think if you take a year off, you're fucked.
But that's probably why it's hard to get do wrestling seminars. I know people are interested because they've already done so much wrestling, and it's like it's already integrated within a system. Whereas jiu-jitsu, there's no integrated system. People open a gym, and it's like people teach how they want to teach. So it's like, cool, let's get this guy. Let's see how this guy coaches. Yeah. Because there's no like one system. Like rugby seminars, when people do rugby.
Are there rugby seminars?
No,
there would be no rugby seminars.
Coaching either in wrestling, not coaching like technique, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the.
But I feel like it's the integrated system of it. You have your coaches, you have your system that you go through. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Unless you're an Olympic champ, they'll be like,
yeah, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Well, it's true because there's too many like NCAA champions. There's too many Russian national champions. Like there's too many people who've won the thing in their country.
Yes.
So it's like, how do you separate yourself from? Like in America, everyone knows Division 1 national champion, but if you go to Dagestan, they're like, "Who the fuck cares if you're a division?" Like, that's nothing.
Like,
that's nothing.
They're like, "Let's wrestle and find out."
There's nothing. Sport, man. Yeah, so I think it's too saturated, and then also it's like such an old market. Like people in jiu-jitsu are 25 to like 35, like at seminars. Even older sometimes. So like they have money.
Yeah,
and little kids don't even know. Like they're like whatever. They have no money. At least
no money.
Yeah. So,
but you're gonna sell lots of online products to the plus 30-year-olds.
Yes, that's
they'll literally just buy them and not watch them.
Yes, that's my like I do my own instructionals. Like I don't do fanatics because I think it's
good for you.
I think it's
yeah
scam.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
No, it's good to do your own thing.
Yeah, I learned to do my own thing. Like I do have an email list, so I do like daily emails, and I created my own website and stuff, and I've done really well with my instructionals.
Awesome.
Nice.
And it's most of my market is like that age, like 35. Like 35 is like the average age. But the issue is like so many people get instructionals, and on the website platform I use, Kajabi, you can like see how
Kajabi's sick, yeah.
Yeah, it's very basic. It's good for people who don't know really much. It's like you can see how far people have
like
done.
10%. 5 to 10%, yeah.
I'm like, but to be fair, when I watch an instructional, like I only use Submeta, or I'll watch some illegal stuff on like Bilibili.
Porn. You like porn? You like watching
illegal?
Porn?
Yeah. Not jiu-jitsu instructionals that
I like watching porn.
Porn instructionals.
Yeah, porn. How did you?
Gooning on instructions.
You should speak it. Yeah, never mind.
Speaking of booting,
we
wanted to get onto this.
I need to put out the fucking podcast from our last one. I haven't done that.
You haven't talked about the goons?
No, we talked about the Goon King. Yeah,
you did
on our last one. Yeah,
how'd that go?
I haven't uploaded it.
Oh, the
I
Goon
need to
King,
upload it. Yeah,
the Rod King,
the Rod King. Yeah,
giving people the rod,
the Rodder. Yeah,
the Rodder.
Yeah,
he's a nice guy, man. I feel like
really
he fucked up. He fucked up.
Yep.
Have you guys met him?
Yeah, I met him.
No, I have not.
He seemed good. He seemed like pretty career focused.
Yeah, he seemed. That's what it's.
I mean, he's fucked up.
Career focused.
He did, honestly, what I did, he's talking about his career. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna do. I was like, career
big plans, man.
Gooning.
It's
big plans. Yeah,
it's kind of crazy. You know, it was him and Kyle Snyder. Their thing happened like 2 days apart. Do you know about the Kyle Snyder thing?
Yeah. That seems pretty crazy. Like,
pants down.
Obviously, he's literally
Walk of
pants
shame.
down with the prosy.
Jesus is king type guy.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I mean, it's
Nothing
always the
against
best
the
behaved
Christians.
ones.
He's going to focus on his family and God.
It's the best behaved ones. So
we were
naughtiest.
saying his situation was like perfect timing for Jay. Because like Jay got outshined. Jay got outshined for sure.
True.
But Jay's is more jiu-jitsu community, and the jiu-jitsu community isn't as
half the jiu-jitsu people are just like, what did he do wrong? What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
What the fuck did I do?
He was just what the fuck did I do wrong? He was just jaying the rod a little bit.
It's rodded too hard.
Just a couple pictures here and there.
Too close to the sun.
Yeah, I feel like more information should be. I don't know.
I think so. I think it's crazy. It's like I got nothing against Jay or because I don't know these people, but I'm like it's crazy. Like so much shit happens in jiu-jitsu, man. So much shit.
You just get a bunch of weird people, and you just get not even a weird people. You just get a bunch of people. Like you have these little gyms. You get like 200-300 people in like close contact with each other. Even normal gyms, like I've been PTing for like 12 years, and just being in normal gyms, there's gonna be enough drama and fucking crazy shit that happens. Like, I used to work with people and be like fucking like the MILFs in the gym. You know, like their husbands would drop them off, and the guy would just bang the fucking woman. And honestly, they're banging it like in the disabled toilet. You'd be like, what the fuck?
This is my argument against. So
he loves that.
Yeah, in wrestling, it's always separated by gender, right? So like. When you're like if
transgender,
it's very transgender, but you only train with men, or you only train like if you're a woman, it's woman only practices. So it's like so weird. Like in jiu-jitsu, I found it so weird that it's like if we have like a female wrestling team and a male's wrestling team, they don't
mix.
They never mix. But like in jiu-jitsu, they're like, sure, I should roll with this hot 21-year-old chick who's wearing ass spats, like white spats. Like, and me and my girlfriend talk about it all the time. It's like kind of crazy. You're just like, people just like, we're perverts. Like humans, we're perverts, right?
Yeah.
Like no matter what, like you see some big boobs, you're walking down the street, you're like,
bit of Stefan.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, so it's like preventative measures, right? You're like you could prevent it if you're just like, oh, let's just separate the practices. Like, the coach can coach both, whatever. I guess I don't know. But people in jiu-jitsu are like, oh, you hate women, and you're like,
people will comment on this being like, oh, you're the. I think, but
you hate women, you don't want. And I'm like, no, bro. I'm just saying like. It would be.
I like women too much.
Yes, that would.
That's it. I can't control myself.
You don't know how hard it is to be a woman.
I'm like,
don't understand.
I feel like they would get so much more out of it if it was like female only, just like wrestling, and male only.
I agree.
They would get so much more out of it, and then you're training partners, anyways. Like you're like. I mean, I'll mess around and like train with my girlfriend when I'm traveling, but like when I'm actually truly training, I'm always training with guys. Yeah. So I think it's like it creates like a safe space for women if like they have their own thing, Same for men in their own way.
They'll argue that why can't you create a safe space for men? Why can't men get themselves together and create? That's the argument, man.
But you also...
Because men are pigs. That's why. Get it through your fucking head.
This is the reality of
men
it.
are pigs.
It's like,
Especially
I agree.
this fucking Frenchman.
Yeah, look at this guy. Right here. Piece of shit. It's
awful.
Yeah, dude.
Sexually.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry
no
if you're
women at our gym, man.
That's the rules. That's the rules.
There's not that many women at Los Banditos, are there?
There are, to be fair. We have like 3 or 4.
Only like the...
You guys have the goat.
Yeah.
You have literally the...
Yeah, we have Theon as well.
Theon?
Yeah.
I think also...
We have Theon as well.
What's
Obviously
it called?
the goat's crispy. Good for me. Well done.
On the YouTube, it's like 99% men or something, or sometimes just 100%
Like
men
viewers?
that watch the videos. Yeah,
of course. Like, females ain't gonna fucking watch some fucking
like I think
shitty
our
ass.
gym culture,
But we have female
is not
listeners on this.
conducive to having women in the gym. It's a bit laddish. I wouldn't say it's all sexual innuendo all the time.
No.
It's a bit retarded and laddish.
It's
shooting the shit. Shooting the
brain
shit.
rot.
Shooting the shit.
And I feel like to foster an atmosphere that caters to brain rot as well as like normal interactions with women.
Right.
It's one or the other, you know.
Right. That makes sense. You're talking about the Los Banditos YouTube or the
Los Banditos YouTube.
Bro, that's such a good YouTube channel. Why are there should be like 100,000 followers on it by now.
Thank you.
You'll get them.
It's so good. It's so high quality.
We're trying,
It's just taking time. It's just chipping away. It'll keep rolling.
Yeah, it's like anything, right? But I'm like, oh, this is good. It's good.
But
good.
after CGI, maybe things are going to change.
Yeah,
after CGI trials are filmed.
Maybe it'll be. Fuck, I wish it's next weekend or it's this weekend.
It's this weekend.
Fuck, I'm gonna be in Germany, man.
I'm gonna be away.
You're gonna have a good time.
Leuven.
I'm excited for Germany, but I wanted to see CGI trials, man. Is it on? It's gonna be on
Did you see
YouTube.
the Australian ones? Australasian ones?
Yes.
What'd you
Yes. Declan's amazing.
Definitely, he's looking good, isn't he?
Man, he's looking good. He's good.
Wow.
He's a cool guy. We wanted to have
what
a
the fuck
match
did
with
you
each
say?
other.
Didn't watch him.
It's hard.
You see it?
Yeah, I'm supporting Europe by not watching Australia.
Fuck you.
That's crazy.
Get a match with Moody. That would be good for you.
Well, we were trying. We were talking to. I mean, at least I know I was talking to one organization, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna make it happen." And I texted Declan. I was like, "Would you want to have a match?" And he was like, "Yeah, bro, of course." Very respectful, like super down to have a match. And then this organization was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do it." And then they just ghosted me. Like
Declan's a good lad.
He's a good ass dude.
He's a really nice
But that's
fella.
why I say, like, I want to have matches, but like,
Yeah.
most people get like offended. But Declan was like, "Yeah, bro, would love to have a match with you. Like, let's do it."
Nice
Yeah,
fella.
for money. Yeah, so of course
That's
everyone
what we were
wins.
doing. We were like, bro, I'm not about. I don't give a fuck if I win or lose. I just want to scrap, and I want to have matches where I get paid, and that's all that I care about. Because it's like I learned like you don't lose anything by losing matches. You only gain it if you have big matches. Like
your stock will go down if you keep losing.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't lose to random bums.
Well, I mean, big matches.
Yeah.
I think, like, okay, for example, like J-Rod lost like 5 matches in a row on Who's Number One, but he's still J-Rod.
Yeah, but if you have exciting matches,
he did, right? He lost like
mentioned
5.
heavily.
Yeah, and he's still. Everyone's still fucking.
As long as you're also winning, you can't just go on a losing streak.
No, I know.
But this is also the power of social media. Like, if you got big followings, you're entertaining. People like people like you. It helps a lot.
Yeah. So my point is not that I want to lose. The point was like, there's no risk when you do go against better people. Like, there's no true risk of being like, I'm gonna go against. Like, if I had a match with Declan, it's like, oh, he's done jiu-jitsu for fucking 15 years. I've done it for 4. If I win, it's a big win. But if I lose, it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
So that's more of my point. Not that like you want to keep losing, but it's like you want to have those matches instead of fucking continuing to go to grappling industries and beat up dads. And saying, "Oh, I beat a black belt because the dude's a fucking dentist." Yeah. You know, it's like that's my problem, bro. It's like
dentist, man.
Yeah,
solid profession.
Love that, lads. Let's finish there because I want to go to the gym and show you some stuff.
Yes.
I got a client at 1:30. Guys, remember to like, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify.
Wait, we have to advertise stuff.
God.
You can start.
Me?
Yeah.
Where can we find you? What do you need to sell? Sell us stuff.
Come to BrandonReed3x.com. .com.
Yeah, and on Instagram, I'll have it all.
Instagram, Brandon Reed.
See you there.
I guess that's it. I guess that's all we need to advertise.
That's
now.
all right. I don't know. I have a new program starting, the Matt Stronger program. You can just type it in online, grapplestronger.com. And yeah,
go on, tell us about this stupid summer camp.
All right, let's. You want to hear about the camp again, Shah?
Yeah, come
fucking
on.
hell, you're insatiable,
Really
you fucking
concentrating
little
on this
glutton,
one.
aren't you? All right, so we've got a summer camp in Malaga, 17th to 21st of July. Get your flights from the 16th to the 22nd to include the whole thing. We're talking like 200 quid, not much.
What do I get from that?
Cheap. You get sessions. Look, we're not doing all this again. Just buy the shit. If you need to ask questions, you've come to the wrong camp.
Right. Also, what else you said?
Also, Progress 0-15. I haven't sold a single thing. So please, someone, look, I'll just send you the money and you can buy it with my code 0-15. Yeah. Or if you want to give Char some money, some VAT.
I'll put my PayPal link below. If there's any paypigs that want to volunteer themselves, do you know what a paypig is?
Yeah.
You do? You don't know what paypig is? It's usually a woman, a man to woman relationship where the man will just pay the woman heavily for no reason. Yeah,
like for blackmail, kind of.
For no, paypigs. None of it.
It could be like forced blackmail, like voluntary blackmail.
But that's not paypig. Maybe that's something. But I think paypig is they just give money.
Yeah.
So it's not like a sugar daddy.
No, he just goes, I'll give you, like, drain the bank account, financial domination. So, perhaps blackmail's on top of that, So if any pay pigs want to volunteer themselves and just pay me millions of dollars. You want to, okay.
Yeah.
Brandon?
Yes, always.
All right. It's been fantastic.
Yes.
It's the first time we've ever met. I feel like I've known you for...
That's what I said.
For 34 years, which is Brandon's...
That's my age.
Shake my hand, bro. Shake my hand.
This is very romantic.
All right. See you later, guys.